Cod sticks, deep fried cod.
He's not
perhaps?
answering, so I must be wrong.
No, I asked him a question too, and he didn't answer me as well.
I'm waiting
too.
for your question.
But Kirkland asked a question, so don't be rude. He asked
No,
a
he's
question.
second. He's second. You first.
I was just gonna say, is that the place that it looks like the way they have the letters blanked out? It looks like cock lovers.
Yeah.
Probably.
it is.
Yellow letters.
Yeah, because it used to be downtown. For some reason, it was like sea lovers, but it was like sea, and then they had like some fishes there to be like, it's like seafood,
Cock
but it looked like it
lovers,
spelled
yeah.
cock lovers. And yeah, only had been there once. I was not happy. It's when I was doing landscaping, and it was right beside Mama Panda's at the time. I really wanted Mama Panda's. Nobody wanted it. And I was just bummed because I was sitting there at Cod Lovers, and it was fine, but no Mama Panda's, you know. So
Why can't you just go on your own? You're an adult.
it was a work trip. Like it was like we're stopping a place before we get back on site. Where are we going? Or it was the end of the day. So, but
Yeah, that would have been awkward if you just ventured off to Mama Panda's.
yeah. Okay, Taylor Kirkland had a question.
Repeat your question.
I don't care anymore.
Whoa.
It's not all you can eat. God.
Oh, you knew it, you bastard!
What? You? That was a devious little play there.
We're
She
starting
does
off
that to me
hot
sometimes
and heavy.
too. I'll like say something. She's like, "What?" And then I like
We
won't
all
say
do
anything, and then
that.
she'll just answer the question, and I'm like, well, "Why do you want
It's
me
a
to
fake
repeat it?"
processing time. It's a glitch in human beings.
I like to
yeah.
gaslight everyone.
Yeah, like poor Madison. Just always he's gaslighting.
But
for
no,
fun.
yeah, normally it's like that where you ask a question, then they answer like 5 seconds later. But Taylor was cooking that answer for like
Oh, I know.
at least a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
He just
Slow
wanted
process.
And he
to
still
eat more, I
asked what the
think.
question was.
I think it's what it was. He just wanted more time to eat. He's like, "Oh, if he
Oh,
asks
one
a
more
question
bite of
again,
that
I got at
deep
least like
fried
7
cod."
seconds."
Yeah. I'm like that though. When the whole thing, you'll go like, "Oh, Tress, can you do pick up the crayons?" I go, "What?" And then like, "Okay, I'll get the crayons." It is just like a weird. It's I guess it's just our
Are you
natural
saying
reaction.
crayons?
Yeah, crayons.
Okay. It sounded like you just one syllabled that bad boy. Just
Crayons.
crayons.
Crayons. Yeah. Nons, crayons, all that good stuff. So, yeah, it's just I think a natural reaction for us to say what or huh right away. Like if we don't,
It's
get
like when you
that-
shake someone's hand and they're like, "Nice to meet you. My name's," and then as before the handshake has even departed my hand, I don't know what their name is. You don't get that too.
Mm.
Do you
I'm
mean
just,
it's
thinking
like-
about my next task?
That's very specific. No, I can't recall that happening a lot to me.
You never had that where it's like nice. It's like this is the new employee. This is his name. You're like, okay, cool, nice to meet you. And then as soon as they walk away, you already forgot their name.
Oh,
I've
I've
started
Yes, but I
saying the
don't-
name. I've started being like, "Oh, Jim," and then
That's
and
a
then
good-
that way
that's
I've
a good
said it, and
practice.
I've,
Oh, it's Steve.
in my brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, usually I can at least get that far.
Yeah. I agree with you, Kirkle. I'll forget the names, but I don't think it's a tribute to the handshake. Like I think whether
That
they
was
shake
just
my hand or
something I
not.
threw out there for extra. I probably didn't have to throw in the handshake. I don't often. Actually, yeah, I know. I'm a handshaker.
You
Like,
don't
You're a
often. He goes to a job site.
He does
"Oh, this
the
Kirkle's
the
ba-"
Travis up to the hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, not gonna happen.
Do you emphasize giving like a firm squeeze
Oh
with
yeah,
the handshake?
I,
yeah,
I
you
don't
got
pull
to.
away. I don't pull away. I let
No, you
them-
don't. You don't.
Yeah.
This
I learned in
maneuver?
I lean in further.
Yeah, I don't. On women, of course, I don't do that. But by men, one hand on the hand, and the other hand cups the balls like right away. Let them know
Oh, yeah.
who's
Yeah.
in charge. You know, and you shake them both.
That's
kind of
like your urinal technique where you
Yeah.
you pair that up sometimes too.
100%.
Shaking the hand. I just give him a slap. I'm just like, nice to meet you.
Huh? Isn't that
What's your name, Steve?
Yeah, that's what I do. When I shake someone's hand, I wait a little bit and I just wait until they say they go in the washroom, and then just get the stall right by. I'm like, "Oh, what was your name again?" And another shake hands and whatnot. But
Nice.
here we are in After Nine, speaking, or we're on a quite the tangent right now, wild stuff. But yeah, it's After Nine, our monthly call-in show, tons of fun. It's gonna be us, and then whoever wants to join on the Patreon level, the link is down below. The Phase 2 tier and up, come join. We're gonna talk about some different stuff. We're gonna talk about some journeys Taylor had when he's done eating his food. We're gonna talk about what we got going on for the weekend, and that's what I'm gonna throw you, Kirkland, as I get these links out there right now. So what you up to? Obviously, we had our newscast, and you guys had Weekly Geek and Inside Quest. So you've been busy. So what's the weekend pertaining?
I am going to play the first ever 18-hole game of golf I've ever played in my life tomorrow. I've only ever
Whoa.
done 9 holes, so it's going to be quite the challenge. Yeah, no, I haven't even hit the driving range in years, so I'm just going raw dogging it. No warm up, just full swinging, and
No warm up. You're not even gonna stretch or anything.
Probably not.
First
Probably not.
hole.
You're getting old enough, Kirkland. You're gonna pull a shoulder if you don't stretch first.
I'm with Dylan. You should always be stretching when you're gonna do that.
Okay. I'll do some downward dogs and some child's pose and stuff like that beforehand.
All right.
All the
But,
other players. Look at that loser stretching.
No, 8:30 a.m. That's tea time, and yeah, I've heard 18 holes can be like 4 hours long, so it should be a good time.
And you suck, so it's going to take at least 5 or
I
6
do
for
suck.
you.
Thanks for noticing that, Dylan.
Well, at least there is a max out though.
I
right?
assume
Isn't
because you
there?
said it's been a long time since you've even hit the driving range.
Yeah, I never keep track of like the stroke count when I go golfing. That's how you
Right.
tally points and stuff if you didn't know. But I've never kept track, and but no, it should be fun. So I got that cooking. Probably gonna be busting up a lot of Battlefront 2 in the hours that
Yes!
I can.
Are you?
I tried that out for the first time last night, and I had a blast with it. Pun intended. Watch those wrist rockets. Am I, Travis? Yes, I am.
Well, after a
it's
minute,
just
'cause
not
we
at like
talked about
11
it.
o'clock at night, like you freak.
When are you gonna do
What
it?
other time
I
would
don't know
you
why I
play?
said the F word like that. That sounded
Yeah,
weird. I
the guy who.
apologize.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna. Hey, kids, I'd like to spend time with you, but I gotta play Battlefront with Kirkland Bats or Emily. Take care of the twins. You know, I don't think it's a
Yeah.
freak reason I'm playing at 11 p.m. at night, but you know, I guess it is. Freak to be a
It's
good
your
dad.
choice to have all those kids.
Yeah,
so.
you freak. Had 5 kids.
It was his choice to have 4 at least.
That's true,
The other
yeah.
one's just 2 for 1 special.
Snuck in there. Yeah.
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 And then beyond that, I think
You didn't
that's
answer the
kinda
question,
it.
but so you're just gonna be playing in the middle of the day, Battlefront randomly.
Just when I can. Just when I can. Yeah.
I respect that.
I had enough fun that I want to just be able to. And it's the type of game that you can jump in and like 30-minute session, and that's good. You can just close
Yeah.
down. And
Fun
and
without
that's
friends.
it. Fun without friends.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'd
and
be a
it's not
lot
like
more fun with friends because I felt like fucking Buddy on the mic with Maverick. Like, where's my team? Get out there! It's like it's no good. It's no good. They're all going to the wrong point as Darth Maul's just sprinting right at me. But no, it's a blast. It's a really good game, and I mean the 30 minutes that I played of it was really good. We'll see how long the longevity lasts. But no, the other big thing is I dropped off my 2 weeks notice today, so that was a big event. And yeah,
They don't
should
know
be
it yet.
starting a new
They're
job. in a
gonna watch right now.
Couple weeks here, and
Nice.
I'm excited. Yeah.
When
Can
you
you share
handed
what
in
the
your
new job is?
Sorry.
Can you share what the new job is, or is it is that
Well, it's an
confidential?
electrical job because that'll probably be on. What is going on? And the cops
Oh.
kicking in your
He's
room
watching
right
some
now?
WWE. She's
still
doing that like
SmackDown on.
He's got the
two-legged
porn on.
cheese grater or whatever that move is called.
I was so distracted there. I couldn't even
That's
register what the question.
like a flashbang for sure. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Sorry, Dylan. You're asking what the job is. It's an electrical
Yes.
job. That's probably
Okay.
going to be all my jobs for the foreseeable future.
No, you're out of the solar panel game.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm stepping away from the.
Right.
And it's so funny actually because my first site I was ever on at my last job was the big high tower going up in Kelowna, and the first job, like the first job I'm going to it's called Bertram Jr., which is just like a smaller tower on the same road. So it's a little eerie. It's like the same general contractor too. So I'm probably going to be saying like a lot of the same people there, just through a different electrical company, obviously. But
Look who's back.
Joe Pesci from Goodfellas.
He'll be like,
Oh,
yeah.
come join us for lunch.
Yeah, it'll be like Middle Earth: Shadow of War. Like, oh, look who's back from war.
The 2-week noticer.
you just reminded me that that system, the Nemesis system, was so fantastic, and we're never getting that Wonder Woman game.
Ted.
So,
Or the
fresh.
Black Panther game that was also going to use it. There you go.
We're talking about that on Monday,
Oof.
right, Dylan? We're going to talk about it a little bit?
Sure.
Or
why
one
not?
out.
Okay, good. Turn on the side quest. We should because we're never going to talk about it ever. It's not coming out.
Yeah.
So this Monday would be the time. But check out
Yeah.
side quests. Some juicy side quests coming up. Like 3 coming up right now that are juicy. So
It'll be a lot. Yeah.
yeah, it's a good time. Dylan, did you download Battlefront? Because I saw that you said you were going to. You didn't? Or did?
Is it on a streaming service or something?
EA Access, Games
Pass,
Pass.
right?
It's for, how much do you get paid for
Oh, okay.
that?
I have Game Pass wherever the top tier is, so I should have access to that,
You
right?
should have it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
there you go.
in there.
You should
I'll go to
download
download
tonight.
then.
Absolutely. We dropped
I can
tomorrow.
maybe
Oh,
play tomorrow night, but not tonight. So
Perfect. Okay.
Dylan looks like a Grievous player. I don't know. There's
I
something about
love
you.
Grievous. Can I
Think
just
you'd be-
pick Grievous though, or is he like
You
a
should be
hero
able to-
thing?
Well, like how it works. So when you're playing a multiplayer match, and you're battling, and you get more kills, you accumulate like 2,000 or 3,000 points, and then you can just select him. If someone
Right.
else isn't already playing as him, then you can play as him in the fight. So
Right.
Couldn't you
okay.
also do just no? That's the most popular mode, but we could do a round or two of just heroes mode, right?
absolutely, and we are going to. We're gonna have some fucking
Oh,
fun with that.
No, please no. It's
There
kind of
you go.
forceful.
So, yeah, I'm
be
excited.
fun.
About that. What else you got going on, Dylan?
Sorry, does that have crossplay? Are we
Well,
just assuming.
I guess I forgot about Kirkland. We're all on Xbox, so we're good. But I can't remember with Kirkland.
That might have been right before the whole
Just baited
crossplay
me.
thing.
I feel like
though.
that
I
was a
don't
little
know.
bit before just everything
find
having
out.
crossplay.
Who needs friends? I'll just play on my own then. I'll just
Will you
imagine
still
like
be in
a
the
30-minute
call?
increments, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, does not have
crossplay.
crossplay. Well, I guess
Jesus.
Play with
Yeah.
Go purchase an
That's
Xbox
crazy.
real quick, and then
Yeah.
What
No,
you
I'm
can do
not
is
gonna
you
do
just
that.
play, and then you still call into our Discord call, and we'll still talk and hang out. But
Yeah,
you're playing
that
your
sounds
own
fun.
Battlefront, so
Man,
Damn.
it's so crazy how used to like crossplay I am now that like
Yeah.
anytime
Yeah.
I hear somebody doesn't have crossplay, it literally sounds like a Sega Genesis like era of a video game. Like Jesus.
And just
Christ,
think, yeah,
there's no
within the
crossplay.
when this podcast started, that was not crossplay was not a thing. But now, like you said, it's just
Yeah.
the norm. Like, oh wow, they don't have crossplay. What a fucking bro.
that was like a
down,
sci-fi concept in high school, and now it's,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That was the ultimate. Like, imagine one day if we could all play together on our consoles, and now
We're
we
gonna be
can
on
do
the
that.
moon.
We're like,
We're gonna be living on the moon and cross-playing across different consoles. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so surprising.
take that
Even
long.
just like the fact that the games have the population to like get a full lobby and it's only just the one console. Like that's
it's impressive.
yeah, they're popping off.
Okay, well, I guess me and Taylor and
Yeah.
Dylan will be using some wrist rockets. So,
There you go. I'll just imagine them in your game.
Yeah, you can
Dylan,
edit
what you
them in.
doing this weekend? Anything, or you don't want you want to move on?
that's
Secretive.
other than some Battlefront, gonna go climbing at some point. My girlfriend's moving, not far, just like from North Van to Burnaby. So technically to a different city, but not very far at all. Tomorrow, and she doesn't really own much, so it shouldn't take that long. We'll see though. I mean, I don't think she has any furniture, so it's just clothes pretty much and like books. So it should be pretty easy. But yeah, I'm gonna help her with that tomorrow morning. We'll see how that goes. Maybe she'll want to go do some shopping and get some other things for her house. So yeah, that should be good. That's kind of it. So it's pretty low key weekend.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I got nothing going on. Girls are doing dance photos this week. We're about to do the big dance recital, so lots of that type of stuff. So I watched the Twins for tomorrow, and then there's no Last of Us, so Sunday's clear and free.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
I got the gimmick with the boys, so I'll be doing that. But lots of kids stuff, soccer, birthday stuff like that. But no, I'll just kind of be chilling. I think I'm gonna be trying to do some yard work. We bought like some sort of big overground pool, so I have to like rake out the backyard to make it like all smooth and stuff and level. So that's what's gonna happen. But, yeah,
Nice.
that's it. Easy weekend. So looking forward to some rest at some time. So
That's great.
Cool.
Taylor, talk about your weekend, then you can also talk about what happened last week when you drove home from Mission Impossible. And now I'm going to start dropping the patrons. So patrons, look out. We got room for 6 people, so that link is incoming hot. Go ahead, Taylor.
So tomorrow you're going to disc golf at 8:30, Kirkland. Tomorrow, 8:30 for me. I'm going.
I never
to get a
said disc golf
massage.
actually. You
We didn't?
No, I said full golf. 18
Full
holes.
golf. Oh, you're doing the full golf.
Balls.
Okay.
Balls golf.
Balls golf. I thought you were doing disc golf or frisbee golf
No.
or whatever it is.
No. What's the
Cool.
confusion?
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get a massage, and my old masseuse Matthew, he just vanished. Don't know what happened to him, but we've been using him for about
The cops
3
are
years.
after him.
Yeah, we were using him for about 3
He
years.
was not
and
registered. That's for
He would whip out like the
Man who took
coconut
blood
oil.
from massage.
He'd whip out the coconut oil. Man, he was fantastic, and it's amazing because he got to a point like at the end, like the last session that we had with him, like he just had super long hair. He looked like Weird Al Yankovic. It was incredible. The resemblance was uncanny.
That's worried
But-
about some of this verbiage going on.
When
Big and
when
long.
we were super sad that like he just vanished, and so I booked Madison because he did at the time we found him because he was a masseuse that did prenatal massages when Madison was having like our first daughter, so it was very, very handy. And so that's why we were very specific on finding a specific RMT. So I just said, okay, we're gonna go to the same place, but try a different guy that's new there. And so Madison was like not very impressed with him, but he was the only guy available tomorrow morning. So I booked with him. I'm gonna figure out like, okay, is this guy worth it?
What the fuck? I thought I did good work.
I'm gonna see if he's everything. If if he's lesser above what Madison kind of ranked him. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Madison did ask him what happened to Matthew, and just said, "Oh, he just disappeared. He stopped
We
showing
don't
up."
talk about him.
So don't know. But
He
other than
literally said that he just stopped showing up.
he stopped showing up. Yeah,
That
which
is
is
sus, Taylor.
which is very
When I'm
sus. Very sus.
when I'm picturing who's the guy who was like Vanessa's like affair partner in
Adam.
Daredevil?
Adam.
Yeah, I'm thinking. He had the long hair too, so I feel like Matt is just Adam. He has those beautiful hands. Got
Oh,
locked up
yeah.
by Daredevil though.
Oh yeah.
Giving too many good massages.
But yeah, other than the massages, I might cut the lawn tomorrow. We'll see. It's supposed to be a bit of a rainy day, I saw in the weather, so I'm not sure how it'll go. But I know we got maybe an evening barbecue at our friend's place. We'll go check out, and then we're
What's
on the
on the
fence.
menu?
It's sirloin burgers that they're cooking up.
Do you got to bring your own burgers?
No, they're supplying it. They said just bring chips. That's it. So
That's a standard barbecue.
That's a
experience.
standard
Yeah.
barbecue.
Don't forget
These
the
beef-
chips and the potato salad when you go.
Oh yes, of course.
So Dylan, it was like you came out earlier, but at one point I said what you do in Maylon. That was we still end up doing that barbecue, and these two were very offended that I said bring your own food. I said, well, chips, drinks, but like for the grill stuff, bring whatever you want. But they're like, you're not supplying, you're not that. It's like, what would you want? Would you rather you go buy something you really like, or me just go buy a bunch of cheap Costco hot dogs? You
Take the
know?
cheap Costco hot
Cheap
dogs.
Costco hot dog every day of the week.
Yeah, that's an easy.
I'm there for
answer.
the experience, not the food. Just cook me up whatever on that barbecue.
And there's all again. There's
Well, it
also
kind of sounds like
people-
you're there for the food, though, a little bit.
It does, yeah.
But we
There's
found
also
out this
people
guy. Sorry,
that were
go ahead.
vegetarian, so I didn't want to just assume like Amanda and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you're having
Bring
Costco
your own-
hot
bring your
dog,
own
fuck
carrot.
you."
Bring your
Yeah,
own
yeah,
carrot.
no. Like
But
I
this
was
guy
trying-
whips out his keg burgers though.
Yeah, it's $35 steak.
Wow, bougie.
Well, if I was hosting you guys, I wouldn't have been busting those out though either. So you've been like, "Oh, Travis just has these cheap hot dogs." I wouldn't have been like, "Hey, this is gonna set me back $500 to host this barbecue." Like I already bought pops, I already bought drinks, I bought condoms, bought a cake, everything was there. But I just said the mains, bring your mains. You know, so
Bring the mains.
yeah.
In closing, what we're debating on doing is we haven't taken Satine to the theater yet, but we're thinking maybe at the first
Mission
showing for Lilo
Impossible.
and Stitch. Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah,
3
that's right.
hours. of
such a
war.
good time. But we're thinking Lilo and Stitch, like the noon showing, and just seeing how she'll do. I think that might be a fun time. We already know how the story goes, so it's not anything new for us. But we'd still
You don't though. Actually, supposedly you don't. They changed a lot of shit.
they changed a lot of shit.
Yeah, villain, the ending, a bunch.
I
of
heard
stuff.
about the villain. I heard about the villain thing.
ending supposedly changed. There's like a really key
Interesting.
emotional scene that they changed. Like I don't think this is a big spoiler for you. You won't care. You know the moment, and then after this we're gonna bring in Patriot season field down there. But you know the moment where she's about to throw Stitch out in the movie, and they're like, "What is it? Ohano means family, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
right?" So she says that, and like in the cartoon, she's like, "It means family," and they keep Stitch. In the movie, she throws Stitch out. And she's like, "You gotta grow up, Lilo. Like this is the real world." So it's like this
like
nice.
that.
No, you don't. This nice, great
Reflects
emotional
the
moment.
harsh times that we live in
Yeah,
nowadays,
it's just like, oh, like
compared to the cushy early 2000s.
yeah, that's why I won't watch stuff. But we got April and we got S Bubs. April, have you seen Stitch?
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
It sucked.
Oh no.
And that takes a lot because April's one of the most paused. April, I would put up there with Taylor as one of the most paused people. Between that and then when I saw your prom queen review, even though it was still 3.5 out of 5, I'm like, that's not
Yeah.
good because it was a horror movie and it was like under 4. I'm like, that's not good. So that's all I've heard from people I've seen that obviously we grew up with it, so we have that like bias there. But I've just heard people be like, man, this really sucks, but it made a lot of money, so they're gonna just
Yep.
keep pumping these out. So, S Bubs, you seen Lilo and Stitch?
No, not the new one.
Have you seen the old one?
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I've definitely seen it.
I was gonna say because that movie might even when did that movie come out? Were you alive after that movie had
haven't-
already released? 2002.
No, I wasn't alive then. But I was definitely I
Getting
definitely
old.
remember having like Stitch like toys and like merch and stuff like that. I felt like when like the first time I went to like the Disney parks and stuff, I felt like Stitch was still like pretty big. Like I remember having
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of Stitch stuff.
There's still like I said for my kids. There's
Yeah, I
in
think
the
there
clothing
was the
section
thing
everywhere.
Yes,
Stitch
someone
still.
put up it's like Stitch is pretty much like the closest thing they have to like Mickey Mouse in terms of like merch sales. Like he's like the number one guy.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
feel like something happened with Mickey in like the early 2000s. They just ditched him because like we don't get any more movies. He's not in the mask anymore. Like they found some like racy tweets because like I don't know. They just gave
He's
up
like
on Mickey
Taylor's
Mouse.
masseuse. that just
When they do make stuff
ghosted.
with Mickey, it's usually good, but it's like they
Yeah.
had that one like Mickey Mouse show revival in like the 2010s, and like I remember those episodes were like hilarious, but it
Really?
was just like yeah, and it's weird like they made a new Mickey Mouse ride like a few years ago, like based on that specific show, which didn't really have like a long runtime, but that's just like the most recent appearance of Mickey Mouse in like anything.
Is that the
So
ride
they're
where you
just-
get on the train and it's like
Yeah, it
it's
is.
the end? Oh yeah, we did that then when we were there last. That was
Yeah,
was
that
fun.
one, like, those designs of Mickey are based on, like, the most recent, and even the most recent one must be from, like, 2012 or something like that. Like, I feel it's, like, that's the last time they did, like, a Mickey Mouse, like, TV show or movie or anything, like, significant like that.
I'll go back to Disneyland to see that for myself. But we got another Canadian joining us. Mike, how's it going tonight?
Doing good, doing good. You guys?
No complaints yet.
Yeah,
We'll see how it
doing
goes.
good.
Cool, cool, cool.
Taylor, after some cod, is gonna not like the fish and whatnot. This could
Call of
turn
Duty?
on him. So
Not Call of Duty. No.
Oh.
The fish.
no, we're
The
retired.
deep
from Call of
fried
Duty.
fish.
Yeah, not Call of Duty. No, we're retired. We went on a 9-session losing streak. We've talked about this on Side Quest, and
You went on a 9-game losing streak.
No,
I have
no,
not
we're
been 9
collective.
sessions.
It's a
No, no, no.
collective.
No, no, no.
It's
Yeah.
true. I'm
can't
probably on like
incorporate me
a
if I
four
wasn't in that session.
4-night losing streak.
I'm not even losing. I'm just
Okay, I'll say, I'll say, I can't remember the last time Kirkland won either. So you know what, that's all it is. But
You weren't there.
yeah, whatever. What you got going on this weekend, Mike? You got something cooking up? You got any chores to do? What's going on? Tell us about your chores.
Oh well, I gotta clean my room. I gotta do the dishes. I gotta fun stuff wise. I got a D&D game tomorrow. That should be fun.
Nice.
And besides that, the next big thing is finally going to see Thunderbolts on Tuesday.
Oh,
Nice.
there you
New
go.
Avengers.
Nice.
Not
There you
not
go.
Thunderbolts.
Have you been relatively unspoiled?
I know they all. Well, I know who survives pretty much, but besides that,
You've seen the chairs?
Yeah, the chairs. I saw the new title, all that stuff. But apart from that, the actual like nitty and gritty of the plot, I'm still not sure about. But you know, with that kind of movie, you can kind of piece things together. So it's not something I'm super afraid of. And as far as I know, there's not really any huge cameos to spoil either. So
I can't even
There
remember.
was. Not that I want to spoil them, but I don't think there was. I feel like there was a cameo, but I can't remember what it was. So now I'm lost.
I know what the post-credit scene is, but that I
Yeah.
never
Right.
care about what the post-credit scene is in a Marvel. As far as I'm concerned, the post-credit scene in a Marvel movie might as well be just like a trailer for the next project or something.
They should do
That was like
'cause
the
we got a lot of-
Captain America First Avenger one. It was literally just the Avengers trailer, right?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, and still a scene from the Avengers because it starts with
It
Captain
was with
America boxing.
yeah, the punching bag.
Yeah, and Nick Fury's like, "Oh, are you ready to come out?" And he's like, "I don't know, I'm happy here." And he's like, "There's a lot of good you can do in the world." And then it's like, the most 2000, like even though it's 2012, we should pull it up later, because it is a very 2000s type of trailer. The music feels like if you watch it, it does not feel that it fits with the era it came out. Like it does not to me belong like a post Dark Knight era. If it would be before,
It
it makes
feels
sense.
to me
but-
like this is like a DVD, like a
Yeah.
trailer you see at the start
I'm
of
finding
a
it.
DVD.
I'm gonna find it here. And then yeah, Mike, we decided this week we got your 2027 March plan. We're gonna watch the 1990s Godzilla. So like I said, you gotta keep that date open. You gotta make sure you got no plans. Make sure you're alive. You know, always excited to plan stuff. So we got you booked down for that. So and everybody here if they want to join as well too.
Should be fun. I remember seeing the VHS for that when I went to Blockbuster all the time, and I think my mom didn't want me watching it because I was too young at that point. But
You're not too young anymore.
no, now I'm just not interested. It's a different problem.
Yeah. Mike, what are you DM or you player in this campaign?
Player. So it's going to be it's taking the basic rules of D&D, but it's a Call of Cthulhu version. So it's like taking Lovecraftian mythos and set in the 1920s. So
Is it like actually Call of Cthulhu, like that game series?
yes, yeah.
That is so oddly specific. I feel like it's
you
a
know
very
what?
under the radar series.
There is a D&D version of like almost every. There's a Harry Potter D&D. I'm pretty sure. I think
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my friends ran it
Oh,
for,
yeah.
There's an
for
X-Men
his
one.
birthday one year.
You would get whatever now. Like I just feel like people love that and they want their certain permutation for it, and like, okay, well, someone else is going to make it. So
Yeah. Have you started this campaign, or is this a continuing session?
Oh, we are. We do trying to do one session a month, about 4 hours, and this is like the 6th month. So yeah, we are well into it in New York
Nice.
City, hunting down cultists.
nice.
That's great. That sounds super fun.
It's a good way to spend the weekend. All right, look at this. I'm gonna turn this down.
You were made.
So this is like general, like whatever trailer setup. It's okay, cool, but hang on.
idea
Here we go.
to bring together a group of remarkable
Even the
people.
song choice, it's just.
It's so
So
weird.
when we needed them,
And this was the
They
first
could
trailer
fight
ever. This
the
is
battle.
this is the Captain America post.
but we never could. Gentlemen, what are you prepared to do?
No offense, but I don't play well with others.
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that away. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
It is like
Like this
stock
song?
music.
It's like some Linkin Park stuff.
Oh no, who is it? The voice. Oh. It's 9 Inch Nails. That's what it
can't
is.
protect you,
Oh, yeah. That's tremendous.
You can be damn sure we'll avenge it.
That just feels like, even though Avengers theme, like this is what like.
That
Is
feels
this
like a
the one
fan
from the
edit.
post
Yes.
I feel like it's
unparalleled. And I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
Thanks. That editing in there too, with the like, like yeah, Dylan, you're right. It feels like a fan edit of like, oh, we got this footage from MCU. Let's make a Avengers, Doomsday preview. But yeah, no, nothing's real.
They probably
so.
didn't have the music done when they released that first clip. Like the actual.
Probably not. No. Whoa, what happened there? We're
Nine Inch
getting
Nails.
invaded by an alien. Let's see, who is it? It's not S. Bob's. It's not Mike. It's April.
What?
there was some like for a second there was like literally just something like a ship like flew over your house. Like it's gone now, but at first it was like, what is that? But oh yeah, I gotta bring up. Oh man, now I see who's down here below. It's probably because I called him on the newscast. We're gonna bring him in. This is a man that, so almost a year ago, I'll say 10 months ago, was supposed to be on my trivia team, and I'm gonna say that he's probably the main reason why we lost. But alas, and the whole time he's been avoiding us and me. But here he is. God loves me, 69, sir. The great God loves me, 69. Kirk will always remember that. I always forget that. But how are you doing, sir? How you been? It's been a
Long
long
time no
time.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, I've just been busy with life, but it's been good. I'm sorry for, flaking out on you, Travis. I'll be on Dylan's or Kirkland's or whoever's team this year just to snuff them out. There you
Man
go.
for hire. Yeah. There you go. Same like today, there's a Patreon comment. We made a joke that you're like a man at a time. I think you are, because you were listening to our Civil War review from last year, and you dropped us a very nice messages about the fires. But as of right now, no fires right now. We're all good. Those have
Good.
been those were put out. We do get lots of bad fires every year, but I was like, why is he coming on a 2024 podcast now? So you're like time traveler's wife or whatever that is. You're just all over the different years. So.
Yeah, 2011's Children of Men, all that,
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you've been good otherwise.
Oh yeah, I've been good. Listening to your guys' content, keeping me going through work, And I have an issue with the way you guys pronounce crayon.
Crayon.
Oh,
I
crayon?
never said crayon. That's a Travis.
I say crayon. Is that
I say
good? Is that
crayon.
acceptable?
In the U.S., I typically say crayon, one syllable.
Oh,
Oh,
I
so
thought
I'm
you
right.
go one
Oh,
syllable.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that Dylan pointed that out. You're like, one syllable? And I was like, how else do you say crayon?
That's the way it is. Yeah.
Maybe it is. Well, can we go around the room? April, how do you say that word?
Crayon.
So you're a two-syllabler. S-Bubs?
crayon.
Okay.
Definitely 2 syllables.
And how about Mike?
Definitely two syllables.
It is the most I've ever thought about how I say crayon. So I'm gonna say it
Okay.
like that.
So I don't know if it's a U.S. Canada thing. At least from this small sample size, it seems just random person to person.
But wait, was God Loves Me 69 the only one that said was one syllable now?
Well, you and him.
I have a weird way of speaking, so I think you don't want to be on my side. 69, you don't want to be there, but it might be a time traveler thing as well too. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You got that going on. So there is from the Discord too. I wanted to, because we're doing those trailers, I wanted to show a few others. These are only 30 seconds. But Maddie and then you, S-Bubs, dropped one of these. This is a great Nickelodeon Batman Begins spot.
I never stopped thinking about you. And when I heard you were back, I started to hope.
I honestly think we've watched this on Azure 9 before.
This is a real teaser too.
Just hold on. Stay with me. Batman Begins.
This one's like an actual one, like not a one for like when they're gonna play it on TV. Like that was an actual teaser for just the movie.
Yeah, that was an actual
theaters.
teaser. Yeah, I got the other one.
Like,
It's
did
crazy how
Nolan
much
sign
music
off on
can
that?
change. this
I
stuff.
doubt Nolan had any control over that. That was
It's like
thoroughly
a
in his
trailer.
career.
I've always said one of the most places I would love to be, top 10, is when I saw this is the day Nolan was sitting around somewhere at an airport getting coffee, and he saw this TV spot for his Batman, and it's Nickelback, and just like I just feel like, because Mike Shrek, he'd have no power at this point. Like he only done Insomnia and Memento. Like he was like an upcoming director, right? He was not who he is now. So I just imagine like, what are they doing to my movie? And obviously, as
The
was mentioned,
ABC Family
this one,
one.
I got this cooking up here. This is the ABC Family one.
Batman. And tonight, an ABC Family premiere event.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
It's a new kind of beginning for a legendary hero.
Does it come in black?
He fights for family and lives for love.
I never stopped thinking about you.
Christian Bale and Kate
It's like a
Holmes.
romantic drama trailer.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite tagline. He fights for family, but he lives for love. I can kind of give you fights for family of like, okay, his family was killed, I get that, but he lives for love, like that's a stretch. And then this is the last 30-second one. I suppose you share this. Is another one going around for the
Buddha Man, Yoda Man.
Attack of the Clones preview.
Jedi Master in the biggest lightsaber wielding adventure ever. Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones. Plus, this DVD is jammed with over 6 hours of even more
Look at
fun
the
and
font.
excitement you can watch again and again. Star Wars Episode 2: Yoda the Man, available on DVD and VHS. Rated PG.
the flying DVD.
That brought back some memories.
I feel like that's a classic 2000s thing, like editing in like some product or DVD for like an ad or something.
We need to bring
into a
back trailer
movie scene.
voiceovers. But on the other hand, Honest Trailers kind of ruined it for me. But
They did a little, because they overdid it. But that I would just love it when they're sitting around the picture and like, what should be the tagline? And whoever came up like, what about Yoda Man? And a whole room went like, let's go with that one. And it worked. Like it worked for them. They were
that was
happy with
George
it,
Lucas's
but-
idea.
Yeah, he's like Yoda Man. I'm not gonna do it right now. I don't think I can do George that way, but it's interesting. That's what that Avengers one. It's not obviously as bad as that, but it's.
I'd have to find other ones. Like I hadn't seen that. I'd seen that Yoda one before, but it just came up again with people posting the Batman. The Batman ones go around like every year. I feel
Yes,
like.
that's like clickbait farming, but like I'll watch it every time because both like the Nickelback one is amazing to me. There's just something wrong about seeing Christian Bale's Batman fighting to Nickelback, and
I mean, he had Batman, he had Spider-Man with Nickelback. Nickelback was off back in those days for the superhero stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, they did a whole music video for God, what's the song called for Spider-Man 2? It's in the credits.
I think
Hero.
Hero, right?
You say
Yeah.
that a hero
Yeah,
save us.
not gonna stand. Yeah, and the music video is all just them on a roof, and it's just splicing scenes of the movie in there, and it's just nothing's going on. But that was.
I feel like that's also a classic like tie-in song trope of like the 2000s, where like the band will be playing and like the set is just like a screen behind them, just like playing clips of the movie, and that's the music video.
That was, I think, what they did for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. They had R. Kelly on the roof, and it was like Gotham, and he was just singing Gotham City, and he was
I
just
saw it
singing.
for Cars as well. It was just
God.
they're just standing on some cars with clips of the movie playing in the background.
Is that Rascal Flatts when they did like
Yeah.
My Life's a Highway? Yeah, I can see it now. I can see the
That's
vision.
a classic song right there.
Yeah, jeez Louise. But April, I didn't ask. What do you got going on this weekend? Any plans? And also, what was the first movie? Because Taylor was talking about tickets to Teen movie. What was the first movie you took your youngin' to?
Jurassic World.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
He
How
was
old
5.
at that point? He's okay. That I think you're fine there. You're good there. So.
Yeah. No, he
yeah.
loves them. They're his favorite. He's probably seen them 100 times. So.
Yeah, he's gonna do half the box office for Rebirth coming up.
Yes.
Are you gonna see that once, or do you think you're gonna have to see that multiple times?
Oh no, I'll definitely have to see it multiple times.
Yeah. Okay. And what you got going on this weekend?
Nothing really. Just gotta go grocery shopping.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Never looking forward to it. So, I suppose. What about you? I know I see you on Sunday. Cheap plug for the gimmick. What else you got going on?
I don't think anything special really.
No. That's it.
Yeah, probably.
There you go.
I just saw Mission Impossible. That was my thing for the weekend.
Oh yeah, big
I guess.
adventure. Did you just have fun?
Yeah, I did. Big fun, big adventure. Just having fun.
Did you? I haven't seen. Have you dropped a score on that yet?
No, I haven't logged it yet.
Oh, what did you?
I'd probably give it like. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to see what I gave because I don't remember what I gave Dead Reckoning. I'd probably put it above Dead Reckoning, but I don't remember what I gave Dead Reckoning.
Hot take. Wow.
I felt like for this one, I really didn't feel the 3 hours for me. Like to me, it felt shorter than it was. But like you guys were saying, you guys obviously did the retros for each one, so you probably spent like. Probably for each Mission Impossible movie, that's like, I don't know, like 4 hours on each just in watching the movie and then talking about it. Like, I didn't rewatch any of them. I just knew, because I'd heard like, oh, it's a recap at the start, so it's like, okay, I'm not going to watch any of them. So I feel like maybe for me, since I didn't just see all those movies, it didn't feel like as drawn out for me in that sense.
That's fair. Yeah, it was quite a bit, but glad you liked it. That's a good time, so.
How long is the recap at the start? If considering there's like 7 movies.
First
in the
act.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like
act.
it's just like the normal movie, but then anytime anything from another movie is referenced in any way, they play the clip from that movie.
God,
so it's
that
like he'll be
sounds
talking about like, oh, I went to this place and they play that clip when I went to get this thing, and they play the clip of that thing when I was with this person. They play a clip of that person.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, they just play with Nickelback in the background.
And they play the vault. But you'll see the vault scene where he's dropping down like literally like 25 times in this movie. Like to me, like there was a point where I was literally laughing out loud. It's like they're cutting to this scene again.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I had a fun adventure, fun time at the movie.
Just making movies, man.
Just making movies. Yeah, I have to see what he makes next. Has anybody seen Ballerina next weekend or next week?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't seen like the most like recent trailer. Like I just saw it when it was when I went to see Mission Impossible, like where she like they just show like she's gonna like fight John Wick in this movie.
Yeah, they're trying to. I think I didn't plan on seeing it, but I did. I think. Oh God, maybe it was Mission. Did we get it for Mission Impossible?
Yeah,
or did we get it?
we did.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing the thing at the end where like she's walking down a street and John Wick's on a building and has her in like his sniper scopes. Like, what do we think is gonna happen? Like, he's gonna shoot her and take over the movie?
They show like an actual like fight scene where he's like blocking her shots with his suit. And stuff.
But what was weird in the first trailer, they showed them talking and like working together. So they like BVS themselves. Were like, oh, they're gonna fight, and they're like, oh, actually no, they're gonna. Don't worry, they're gonna team up. Like, I don't know, and I'm curious to see what they end up doing. Mike, you shook your head. No, are you not a fan of the Wick franchise? Or
oh no, it's just to me that's not I don't go to the theater very often, so I'm definitely gonna watch it when it comes on on streaming or something. So. Yeah, plus, I mean, I know all the reshoots and everything, but directed by Len Wiseman is not a very selling pitch for me. So.
Oh, he's got a pretty good track record.
What's the one? Which is the Die Hard he did? Because I actually really like that movie.
I think that was Live Free or Die Hard.
Oh man, I defend that
It's
movie.
like it's the one with like his
defend that movie? No, not that one. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not the one with Jai Courtney. It's like the other one.
Yeah, the one with Kevin.
Oh, you
Smith.
might be right. I think it is. Yeah, 2007.
It's the one
It is Live Free, Die Hard.
where the helicopter crashes into like the tunnel thing. That's the scene I remember from it. But I remember actually liking that movie. I thought it was like it's pretty violent for a PG-13 movie. It's like I remember seeing it's as if they shot it rated R and just like didn't add any of the blood. Like there's some like crazy deaths in that movie.
I think the rumor was that it was supposed to be rated R, and then they cut it, and a lot of people obviously weren't happy. But yeah, this guy, he did Live Free, Die Hard, he then did the Total Recall remake, and then Taylor, he did Underworld and Underworld Evolution. So,
Oh man, wasn't
that's
Kate
my kinda guy.
Beckinsale in the Total Recall
Yes.
remake?
She
too?
is.
They were married.
Look
I
at
think.
that pairing.
I was
Were they
about to say,
married?
are they married like wasn't it like the
Mila
Resident Evil
Jovovich
one?
and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, they're
fucking
divorced
James
now, but
Gunn
they were
and-
married.
Yeah, let's see, Kate Beckinsale. But there you go, Taylor, more excited. Yeah, they were married in 2004 and divorced 2019. So there you go. But
Oh,
Good run.
man.
yeah,
Must have been
Suppose-
her. There's no way he would have done that.
What?
Wait, what
You're
did you say?
saying it was You're saying it was her fault for the divorce?
No. She wouldn't have picked she would have picked a divorce. No man is going to be like,
I see. The way you said it first, like, must have
But
been
yeah,
her.
it's her fault.
I didn't know that supposedly they're making a Sin City TV series based on the work of Frank Miller, and he's
I didn't
directing an
know that.
episode. So I doubt it's
When
actually.
was that
happening.
announced? I feel like there's a lot of these, like sometimes I'll randomly see like variety reports like just like announcing a movie or TV show, and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool, man. Look at the date, it's like 2014 or something.
I don't even. I put in Sin City TV show, and I went to the news section. I don't see anything. I just see like, what the fuck happened to Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. So, yeah, I don't
Dame
know.
to Kill For, that's a banger. Better than the original, some would say.
You would say, I think. I don't think I hear many people say
think
that
you might
unless
be
you're
the
trying
only
to. Yeah, unless you're trying to see Ava Green in
Exactly.
promiscuous situations. That's the
I
only
remember there
reason
was
you
one
might
of
say
the.
that.
I had like a whole detailed review of why I like the second one better. It was like I
Oh,
did
yeah.
like a point.
Four
It's like,
channel S
well,
bumps.
this one I like this story better, but this one I didn't like it. Whereas this one, none of them were as good as the first one, but they average out to being better in general.
But
I
have
think
you
that was my take
considered
from
Eva
it.
Green? That should
Yeah,
be the
that's
end
what
point.
you. Yeah, 5 stars. Boom. You know. Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't, one day we'll have to review those on the podcast. At least Sin City 1, because I don't know when they come up. But yeah, those
They're
were some,
interesting. Like they're cool. Or that's when I watched all the Robert Rodriguez ones. That's when I was fun.
Right, you went on that little thing there. Yeah. Taylor,
Isn't one of those segments directed by Quentin Tarantino though?
In Sin City, I don't think so.
I think it was like helped by Quentin Tarantino or something.
I think he like
ghost
probably like
directed?
produces them or something. He did direct one what's the that's like one of the worst
Grindhouse?
movies I've ever seen in my life. No, it's like I think it's called like 12 Rooms or something.
4 Rooms.
Or no, 4 Rooms. Yes. Oh, that movie is horrendous. It's like it's like in a hotel, and like each room is like a different story, and each directed by someone different. It's like there's a Robert Rodriguez one, a Tarantino one, and like 2 other ones. The Tarantino one is like above like the rest, but it's like I'd give his room like 3 stars, and the other ones are like 0 stars. Like it is an awful movie, and his segment is the last one, so you just have to sit through just trash for so long. But
Madonna's in this, Tim Roth's in it, Antonio Banderas, Sammy Davis, but not the Sammy Davis you think. It's a female with Sammi. I would never have kept that name, but that's okay. Lily well, just like there's only one Sammy Davis. Like Michael B. Jordan, even Michael, he was smart enough to be like, at least put the B in there. You know, like that was a smart move to put the B in there because he could never be another famous Michael B. or Michael Jordan. Oh, Tarantino acts in this as well as
yeah.
Chester.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I can see.
yeah, but this movie is awful. Like one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
6.7 on IMDb. S-Pubs. It's pretty good. It's a C+ right there. Good score.
Just Tarantino fans just seeing he directed for it, just
100%.
giving it a 10.
So why does he not count that? That's a movie he helped directed. You know, that's his 10.
Don't
right
remind him about that, Travis. We need to get this 10th one, okay?
Yeah,
Or
it's like when you're
11th,
talking
or
about
whatever
Kill
we're
Bill.
at now.
there. Yeah, no, I'm not. That Kill Bill doesn't count. You know, so.
I mean, technically, it's a short film inserted inside a longer film, so does it really count?
So
For
I
film
mean, if he
film?
counts like
Not by his
what's it called? Death Proof. Like he counts Death Proof. Does he count Death Proof as one of his?
But that's full length. That's
10?
90 minutes, whereas the 4 Rooms one I think is like 20 minutes. I think.
Yeah.
So then, Mike, let's say he puts out whatever movie he does, but then 2 years later he's like directing a short in a movie. Do you call bullshit on that? And he's like, "Oh, I'm still retired though." That's where it's a little murky because I don't think you're retired if you're directing a short. You know.
But he said retired from films, I think. So he left himself some leeway if he wants to do TV or something. He wants to do plays too. So does that technically count? Not really.
No, yeah, he's definitely doing plays for sure. I know. I think because at one point he was going to turn Hateful Eight into a play. Yeah,
that would have been a great play. That movie was like perfectly tailored to be a play.
Because what happened to the movie critic, he almost did that to Hateful Eight because the script leaked, and he was just like, "I'm not making this movie anymore." And he's like, "I hate my actors. They're so selfish. They leaked it." Like, yeah, there's this whole rant. He was just mad about it, and he's like, "I'm pretty sure I know who leaked it, but I can't say for sure, so I'm just not gonna fucking do it. I'm not gonna do it."
Who does the internet think it was?
COVID thing.
You guys asked the question at 2 times, so I don't know who to go.
Well,
to.
one time, but 2 questions.
One time, 2 questions.
That's
I
cool.
heard
At the same
Dylan's
time.
first, so we're gonna come back to Kirkland. Everyone thinks it's Michael Madsen for some reason. I don't know why. Really,
He does seem like he wouldn't be great with technology, and you might just accidentally forward it to like his niece or something.
yeah. I don't know. I think I think it's kind of unjustly because like he's probably lowest on the totem pole for the star value. So people he was like, "Look what I'm in. Look what I'm in." And it had been a while since he was in a Tarantino movie, but I think that's the rumor. I don't even know if Tarantino confirmed that himself. And then what did you say, Kirkland?
I said, was he as heated as Tom Cruise during the COVID? When he's just yelling at everyone.
COVID rant.
No, but I should find Espo's
It's a justified, honestly. I
Do
feel
you
like
want
it's a
to
fully justified rant.
to the Tom Cruise rant?
No, we've done that before. The one I might pull up is I think.
Can
only
you drop
Espo's-
that a link to that in the chat though?
See it
'Cause I need
again,
to see
ever.
Which one, Dylan? Are you talking about now?
This Tom Cruise thing.
Okay, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it
So,
up.
you don't have
I'll
to bring
pull
it up, but at least someone send it to me so I can watch it on my own.
I'm gonna pull for just a
Free time.
second.
Like
at least
a
a
short
minute
clip.
plus.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
like
long.
No,
I'm not
it's like 10 minutes plus.
I'm not
Like,
gonna
someone
play the
record
full thing. I'm not gonna play the full thing. But the clip that I'm thinking of, Espos will probably know this, is when he's talking about The Last Jedi and Hateful Eight, and he's talking about Disney. He's like, "These people are trying to fuck
IMAX
me
theater.
over." Oh yeah.
Wait, who's Tom Cruise?
I
They
definitely
tried to
have.
fuck me.
At one point, I had that clip saved. I don't know if I still do. I remember using it in response to something.
I gotta find it again. Make it a draw. I'll try and find what the case is. So for Hateful Eight, he went to IMAX like a year or whatever before. He made all these deals with them, like, "Yeah, we're gonna release your movie in IMAX," but then it ended up releasing the same time as Last Jedi. And then what they did, they fucked him over. They said, "Sorry, we're gonna drop you for Last Jedi." And he was on Howard Stern, and he went on this whole rant about fucking Disney and why he's not going to support him anymore. And it was like, it's so over the top. It felt like a scene from one of his movies, but you could tell he was.
I think I found it. I'll send it.
He was actively like so mad, and Howard's like, "Oh wow, like, these people are fucking me over," and it's just like, and Tarantino when he gets heated, because his voice and the way he like moves, like, he just feels like a cartoon character. It's great stuff, but. Oh man. Okay. I got the Tom Cruise one. I'm just going to only play a few minutes of this. I remember we actually listened to this like a long time ago during COVID. But what the situation was is they were one of the movies that were allowed to film during COVID. So then what happened
and he was taking it like super serious because it was at the point like if you broke any of the rules, like they're just gonna get shut down. Like
they'd be shut down. Yeah, and they were paying a bunch of money and stuff. And he caught some people talking or whatnot, but
Totally justified. Also, totally justified rant.
Are you bringing it up or?
Right now?
I didn't know. I'm just sitting here watching. I'm not gonna play, but you guys are gonna react to me listening to. Okay, there you go.
That's it. Am I clear? Do you understand what I want? Do you understand the responsibility
he's wearing
that
a
you
mask,
have? Because I will deal with your reason. And if you can't be reasonable, and I can't deal with your logic, you're fired. That's it. That is it.
Just like the TNA Hogan.
I'm trying to find when he yells because at one point he.
And I care about you.
This is like at the end when
I
he's
feel like
like,
it's early on.
you,
Yeah,
right?
it's there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We are the gold standard. You're back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers. And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs. I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. And I see you do it again, you're gone. And if anyone on this crew does it, that's it. And you too, and you too, and you. If you ever do it again.
Just the cameraman.
Man, these people must be just shitting bricks, dude. Like, they must be so scared. Like, just having Tom Cruise just yelling at them, pointing at them.
But they're all taller than him, right?
Well,
They're sitting down. They have to be sitting down. Come on.
And
Or he's
just
on a
think,
stool.
the mask totally slipped because the same guy that did this is this.
Just having fun, man. Making movies, big adventure, having a great time.
Having fun.
That's why, again, like before he got really famous, I'm sure he wouldn't say it now, but when Christian Bale was doing promotion for American Psycho, they asked him some inspirations, and he said, well, Tom Cruise was one of the inspirations for the role. And he like the whole movie's about like him having a mask and like having two different personas, and like, yeah, hey, I love Tom Cruise, a movie star, but he seems like quite the guy.
Bit of an
But-
ego. We'll have to do that on the newscast. Thank you to our Patreon producers. Just like with the same cadence.
Yeah, but like Rickon said, he was right because they let them back in, and then I think it was like they were supposed to wear masks, and he caught someone no mask. So I did get it at that point. But are you sending me where you send me the Tarantino one? As
Where should I send it? Just like I can send it. I found it in like a TikTok link. Just like that one clip of it.
Send me on
I'll
Twitter.
send
I think
it,
the
yeah.
poll up there. So yeah.
Or wait, oh no, my Twitter on PC still isn't working. I'll send it on like Discord. I don't know what's up with like my Chrome and
specific
Twitter. Like it
thing?
literally doesn't work.
Okay, you send it on the Discord.
Hey, God Loves Me. Is that a dartboard in your closet? And do you play that in your closet? Because that seems risky.
I don't play it. It is a dartboard.
Magnetic
but-
darks?
No, dude, cork and
piercer.
metal. Zing! You know? But me and my wife have been using it to rank our movies. So, you know, use the triple and the double and everything. So we have our movie stubs and stick them in.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's fun.
Sick.
The way
But
he
you're just
looked
gonna have
back when you
holes
asked
all in your wall around the dartboard.
What?
The way he looked back when you asked him at first, I thought he didn't even know it was there because he looked there, he did a full body turn to confirm it was there, but it was there. So,
It's like my camera on right now?
Time traveling, you know, your reality starts to slip.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to leave back there.
Oh, I got
Time
that from
machine.
the 1800s.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like he only says that like the very end of the clip, but play the
Oh,
thing
yeah,
for
it's
the
still-
context of it. Yeah,
Fuck, I don't even know where the clip is. I just shared it. I don't even know where it is. My browser. Here we
it's
go.
there. Oh yeah.
I got it.
Of yesterday, Disney came to the
He's
ArcLight
very
people and
busy
said,
with his
"No,
mannerisms.
no, you are going to play Star Wars in the Cinerama Dome for the entire holiday season. And if you don't, if you honor your deal with the Hateful Eight, we will not allow you to have Star Wars, the biggest movie in the world. We
He's
will
kinda
not
like
allow
Paul
you to show it
Heyman.
at any of your ArcLight movie theaters."
So in your mind, that's petty because
Now
they've
it's
got
all
a big
chill.
blockbuster in their hands. They don't
The
need
biggest movie in the world. We're talking about one effing theater. They are going out of their way to fuck me.
Oh, he knows that word.
Oh, I just love how he's like, oh, you think
Any
this is
of your
petty?
ArcLight
Eh?
movie theaters.
to. So in your mind, that's petty because they've got a big blockbuster. On
In your
their
mind.
hands. They don't
He,
need to.
he looks so disappointed when it's like
Because
Howard's
they've got a
not
big
petty.
blockbuster on their hands. They don't need
Biggest movie in the world. We're talking about one
Oh.
effing theater. They are going
Is he
out of
talking
their
about Star
way
Wars or Hateful
to
Eight?
fuck me.
Yeah, they're talking about Star Wars Last Jedi because it's coming off Force Awakens, and yeah, that's what happens. That's why he's made all this stuff about Disney and everything. But yeah, I might have to add that they're trying to.
So what
fuck
you're
me.
saying is his last movie's not going to be Disney.
No, it's not going to be Disney. He's not going to do any Luke Cages or anything like that. But oh yeah, no, it's great clips right there. Lots of good stuff. Oh boy, yeah, I'm not sure because you were supposed to tell a story at some point, so you could tell it now because you were eating fish and whatnot. But what happened to you? So you're going home for Mission Impossible. Talk a little bit about that.
Gosh, yeah, okay. So it's been a minute. I should have rewatched the video that we recorded just to kind of get back in that mind space. So it was after Mission Impossible. My wife was out at a friend's place, and I thought, okay, I don't exactly know where this house is. So Travis was so kind to be like, okay, well, in case we drive by the house, do you want to just stop and call and figure out where she is, and then we can go pick her up, and that way you don't have to drop me off, which you live back where I kind of live, and that would mean I have to go back into town. It was too many variables. So we pulled over into a parking lot, got on the phone, called her, said, okay, yes, I'll send you the address, I will be ready for pickup, yada yada yada. Like, okay, cool. Hang up the phone. I look at the address that she sends me. I punch the address into Google Maps, and it's taking me, the first spot it wanted to take me was to the east coast of Canada, so that was way off. And again, Travis is with me the whole time, so I'm looking at him like, okay, no, this is weird. I'm going to specifically type in British Columbia, our province, so I do that, and then it takes me all the way back where the movie theater was. But even then, something wasn't right. I thought, okay, this just doesn't make sense. So I gotta call her again and get an actual address from her. So I call her again, and I thought she answered and said like a greeting on the phone, but whatever she did, she just put the phone like, it sounded like she pocket answered. So we could hear everything, and she's still at this party with two of her girlfriends, and then it's just chaos unfolds. We start screaming into the phone. I'm starting to get pissed off because it's like 11:30 at night. We got to review this 3-hour movie.
Too.
Oh yeah, I still had to pee. I was sitting on that drink because I didn't go because we were all leaving the movie theater. I should have went, but like, oh, it'll be a quick jaunt home. I thought that was a mistake. That was a horrible mistake. So at this point, I was just exhausted. I was getting pissed off and wanted just to be on my merry way. Didn't know where this frickin' house was. So that's when me and Travis were just screaming into the phone. Travis tried FaceTiming, and all of a sudden we just hear one of our friends break out the guitar and start singing. Like, oh my God.
So they don't know we're listening. We're trying to get their attention, and Taylor's lost. This is the phone. And we can't get the address without them picking up the phone. So it's just like we're just sitting here listening. But luckily, I was like, man, this could be the end of their marriage right here. All it takes is Madison to say something bad about Taylor, and just like, you wouldn't believe this side piece I have. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch it all unfold. But luckily, no, it's just them talking about the singing and everything like that. But it was pretty good that and we were there for quite a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, what was the resolution? Eventually, she heard the phone, I guess.
Eventually, she looked at her phone. Travis, this time, was hitting the FaceTime button.
I kept calling her over and over and over.
Yeah. So eventually, she looks at her phone and she's like, "Oh, hi." And so I need that address. So she gives me the right address. Turns out she gave me the wrong street name. So we went there, and Travis hid in the back.
It's an important part of an address. I would
it's
say,
very
is
important.
the street name.
Travis was hiding in the back seat, so she came out, and then her two lady friends were out there too. And I'm like, "Oh, which one?"
Oh yeah, because I saw her coming with strangers. I'm like, I don't want to talk to these
I rolled
people.
his window down, and he panicked a little bit.
No, I literally like leaned down. I don't like to talk to strangers. I gotta review, we gotta review stuff. Taylor's got a pee. It's like I wanted to get out of there, so I didn't want to talk. But like, oh, we do the podcast. Oh, what do you podcast about? I didn't want that. They're
very nice though. Like, oh, we like your Jeep, and I'm like, thank you. Yeah, Madison likes it too. And
they did say this somehow.
They did say it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I was
That-
just
yeah,
waiting
that
for
definitely-
you guys to come to the review. I'm like, where the fuck are these guys? This is taking forever.
Yeah.
That's relatable though, Travis. Anytime anyone's like, if I say I have to do a podcast that night, like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, oh, we're doing like a newscast, and they're like, oh, what news are you talking about? Like, I don't want to tell you any of this information. I just want to get out here. You can listen to the episode if you want. But
That's when you just say this.
Just having fun, man. Making movies, big adventure, having a great time.
Maybe I'll try that.
That's all you gotta say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll just look at you like,
Podcast.
oh, all right, cool. That's I don't know what news that is, but
Yeah.
yeah, I try actively. Same thing like Emily. She'll be like, if she talks about like anybody, her friends or Gwen's parents, I'm like, don't tell them I do this thing. One, because most of the time I don't want people know in real life to listen because I just don't know what they're like people I know because I just don't. I don't need, especially like someone in Gwen's school to find it and listen and whatnot. They're still younger, but like I don't need that at that point right now. And two, it's just like you never know who's listening. I'm happy with everyone that's listening, but with the other people, I don't say anything bad. It's just like it's just that they talk to you about it, and it's just I don't know. They try to understand. They're like, oh, have I seen you before? It's like, well, I don't know. You probably would have known if you saw me, I guess. But I'm not like that. I'm not like famous from it or anything. It's like, oh, why you do it? It's like, well, have a good time. And then you get in the whole thing and whatnot. So it's just
make
yeah. I just make it. I just feel like I rarely get the you do a podcast. Oh, cool. And like you move on, or you get the I did a podcast a couple times, and then they start to, you're like, oh no, I don't know.
Looking
if we
for a
need to talk about
guest?
this.
I'll join.
Yeah. I love Transformers. It's like, well, we don't talk about that per se. So, yeah.
Or do you ever get the? Oh, you guys should talk about this. And it's like one random movie from like 2009 that like.
I think early
seen.
on I got that a lot of like, oh, have you guys done this yet? It's like, no, we're not reviewing the 1992 classic like Monkey Bones.
My aunt always does that. She's like, oh, I know this guy. You should have him on your podcast. He's like a spiritual speaker. I'm like, I don't know if that's really the vibe what we're going for here. But.
Oh yeah, there's tons of that. Like I know the same thing we've gotten. It's no disrespect to them, but just sometimes people asking to guest. It's like, oh, this is not the right audience. It's something like, oh, I got a really cool rock collection and I got a book about rock collections. It's like I think the problem is because they see the geek.
I would do that if someone has a
Well,
cool rock collection.
Next time I'll forward them to you. But
not
yeah,
the
yeah, not the main feed. Yeah, the side quest solo feed. Not
I'll
even.
put on Cryptid Clues. That would probably fit on there. There you go.
Yeah, you're talking about some rocks, but yeah, I don't know. But I got to ask you guys a question because I'm not going to say whose side this is. I've been trying to ask this for a couple months, but I keep forgetting. So let's say you're eating chicken salad, right? Everyone knows what chicken salad is. And let's say you're having it in a wrap. What do you think is the correct method to put the wrap, the salad, and then the chicken, or the wrap and mix the chicken with the lettuce? Kirkland, you go first.
Ooh.
Or does it matter?
It does matter. I do wrap lettuce then chicken because I want the right proportion of chicken. Because if you mix it all together, you could just get like all chicken, no lettuce, or opposite. Like a lot of lettuce, couple little chicken bits in there. That's my take on it.
Okay, Dylan.
I don't know if I've made a chicken salad wrap. I think I just have chicken salad. So I haven't tried this, but I would think. Same as Kirkland. I'm thinking it's kind of like a taco, right? It's like you want to have that even distribution of the ingredients that you have prepared. So I would think nice little bed of lettuce and then plant that chicken on there, like you're tucking it in for bed and then eat it.
Okay. Bubs?
I feel like I'm kind of like on both sides. Like I would do it like I would take the chicken and the salad to like my own plate. So I have like, okay, I see that I got a good amount of chicken. Then I mix that and then I put it into the wrap. Not just like straight on from the because I agree with what Kirkland's saying. Like you could just get like a tiny piece of chicken. It's like, well, you didn't get anything.
Okay, April.
This sounds like an extra step though. Like you're collecting the food in another spot and then you're putting it together.
Yes, that is the correct way. I'm with us both on this one.
Really?
Anytime you make a wrap,
Oh
you
my
should mix
God.
everything first and then put it in the tortilla.
Okay.
Huh.
Taylor?
Wow.
So
You're
I
gonna have,
mean,
like some third option, like I blender it.
well, usually Madison makes my wraps because I can't fold the wraps very well. I fuck up. I put too
Emily
much
folds my
in
wraps
there.
too. Yeah.
I put too much in there, and it doesn't. I can't do it. I don't know how you fold the fucking thing and everything. It just doesn't work.
We'll do like the scene from Ghost. I'll wrap my arms around you and I'll show you how to wrap.
Nice.
The problem is Taylor. Kirkland's wraps are like very small because of his mouth. So
They're massive wraps.
No,
Okay, I
he
do
can't
big
eat
wraps.
them. Oh no,
Taylor's
I can't
saying
get it.
there's you can put too much. No too much on my wraps.
Taylor's
how
no
do you
too much
fold
because
it?
he eats it with a fork and knife. That's why for him.
I do. I hate getting that shit on my hand.
You eat a wrap with a
You-
fork and knife?
That's
Not all
weird.
the time.
talking about
not
me,
all the time.
Taylor, but
I was talking about
That
Kirkland
sounds like it
his
would
little
just
mouth.
crumble.
Well,
apart.
I eat my pizza with a fork and knife.
That's also
That's
weird.
chaotic.
fine.
I did that when I was like 12, but then I stopped.
The
Never
butter
done that
knife is
once.
made perfect for it because the way the crust is, you can put the butter knife through the crust, lift it up, put the fork underneath, and just eat it, and your hands stay
hand's
clean.
perfect.
Your hands stay
Perfect.
clean. Yeah, but if you're touching
what
shit,
the
you want to
crust
get
is
the
for.
pizza sauce
What
everywhere.
shit
No,
are
the
you
pizza's
touching?
greasy.
What shit
Pizza's
are you
greasy.
touching?
Touching
Why-
anything. I hate
why-
greasy fingers.
Why don't you just
Touching
sit
cat
down and
shit in his office.
No,
what
that's
he's
my
touching.
feet. Those are my feet that are touching the cat shit.
That's okay.
Context. Last night on the retro, we were doing the Mission Possible last night. The retro was fucking chaotic. Go out the door, screaming, stepping cat shit, and it's just fucking nightmare.
Oh yeah, we threw to him like 2 times, and the chair was just empty. He was just out of there, gone. But
Well, I wasn't running to go eagerly stepping cat shit. It's just
there is a great moment for some reason though. He's like, "I'll be right back," and I threw to him, and then I gave him the big screen. He like froze. He would not move till I took him off the big screen. We weren't even live. It's like I had power
my
over
weakness.
him. Yeah, I gave him the oneer, and he was like, "You can go, just go." But you didn't answer the question, Taylor. Can you mix them, or does that go lettuce chicken?
I like how Tim Hortons does it. It's separated.
Okay, this is the third option thing.
Wait, how does Tim Hortons do it?
My third option is
How
I
is it
don't mix it
separated?
at all. I just buy it.
So Tim Hortons, you'll get the sauce and the lettuce and the tomato, but I feel like the chicken is separated.
But wait a second, but you don't
How do you
know
mean
that.
separated?
Yeah,
Well, because I
it's
can
in
taste
one-
it when I take a bite, I can tell that it's separated from.
No, it's
because
because they put like a chicken tender in there. It's like
no crispy
it's
or
just a
grilled.
single
You have your
chicken.
pick. You have your pick.
Yeah, that's not what Kirkland said. He said
Grilled is
he
just
said,
shredded.
he said a chicken tender, and Taylor said no, grilled or
Crispy or
you can
I mean,
still
if it's
do
a
that
tender,
to a
I
tender.
assume it's like probably crispy.
Yeah, it should be. Okay, so Taylor, I'm going to put you in the not available category because I don't know what Tim Hortons got's going on there. So
But I think that Tim Hortons would do it the way that me and Kirkland are proposing.
I can't trust it though. I can't trust. I haven't been to Tim Hortons in a while. I think you're right, but because the source of said information,
We'll order it together next time you hear Dylan. We'll get Tim's.
Okay, sounds good. Well, it sounds like Travis needs this too, though. He's the one. He's
He'll
the
be there.
inquiring mind.
I love those lemonade drinks, man. The ones they bring for summer.
Oh God!
The
Last one of
quenchers,
those I
brain
had, I
freezers.
was vomiting all over the place.
Why? It's
it
just
was so
ice and
gross.
lemonade.
It's just sugar and water. What are you talking
I was
about?
puking. I don't know what it was, but I was puking.
You can't
Probably your Tim's chicken wrap.
half cooked. Yeah, I don't think you can blame that on like Dylan said, like the sugar and ice, like that like you. What? Like I think you had a bug that day. I don't think that's what took you down.
It could have been a bug. I just remember me and Madison were together, and I got one, and then like an hour later, I was just puking. I was like, I don't feel good. So
What else did you consume with this meal, though?
I
feel like
only
you're blaming the wrong
only remember that it was the yellow frozen lemonade drink from Tim's, and
So good.
yeah,
So good.
It's good stuff.
Is it like a Slurpee kind of, or?
It's
different.
It's in the middle. Yeah, it's kind of like
Slush
a
puppy.
Yeah,
A sophisticated
Slurpee,
Slurpee.
icy. Yeah, it's to me if you most times like the right amount of liquid, but the right amount of ice as well, and very flavorful, very good, but very like Kirkland said, it'll fuck your brain up in a second.
Oh yeah.
You drink that for longer than a 0.5 second, you're like,
Yes,
oh,
100%. I don't know what it is, but it is like
Yeah.
liquid nitrogen. It tastes so good.
Maybe
but
there's
it is
some
a
like
brain
nicotine in
freezer.
there or something. Just gives it
It's
a
like the
That's why I did
the
throw
charged lemonade thing. Yeah, do you hear about that controversy? Like I feel like it was a few years ago. It was like at Panera they had like this like charged lemonade, which is like lemonade with like caffeine in it.
Oh.
And like people like apparently didn't know, or there was like it said it was charged lemonade, but I don't know. It didn't say it was caffeine. And I think someone like died or something because they were just like drinking this and like had too much caffeine. So they had to put like warning signs up, and now I don't think it like you
Yeah, they
you
don't
have to
have it
like
anymore.
order it. Yeah, or I think for a while it was like they didn't, because before it was just like
You
they
gotta
had,
give a
like,
secret
tea,
word. I'm here for the
lemonade, and like
goods.
you could just like put as much charged lemonade as you wanted. Now, yeah, I think they took it out completely, but before it was like, yeah, I think you had to ask for it. But yeah, at first it was just like you just pour yourself as much charged lemonade as you wanted.
I don't think I'd want to drink anything that was called a charged anything. I don't like
Yeah.
that adjective with. Is that an adjective? I don't like that with the drink.
If the regular Tim Hortons lemonade took you down too, that's gonna kill. You will be on the news. You'll be dead.
Yeah,
You know.
the charged Tim Hortons lemonade would be the nail in the
Kirkland will be
coffin.
serving it up like Jaeger bombs at one time.
Yeah. Mix,
Almost killed
with
Taylor
some-
with that day.
Yeah.
Throwback
mix
to
it,
that.
Mix it with some Zoa, some Biro, which you think we're gonna get the Biro before
Oh yeah, I
the
forgot
24-hour
about
stream?
Biro.
Kirkland?
Before the 24-hour stream?
Yeah.
Probably
Are they
not.
still making
Happened
that?
with
Unlikely.
Hero.
I think
yeah.
they are. I haven't,
Are they
I
still in
haven't seen
business?
Tom talk about it in a while, but
yeah.
That's a
I
bad
know
sign.
Zoa's still in business, even though.
Nice packaging, I must say. It looks pretty cool. Looks
I
pretty
feel like
good.
Rock's not advertising Zoe as much anymore. He
No,
gave it a big Black Adam push, but
Yeah.
He's got less
let it out
movies
there.
to
He's
attach it
on
to.
Papa Chewie now.
They released
They have a
a
red hat though
supercharged-
for sale. Red hats are kind of cursed now, so I don't like that.
They had a supercharged Zoa, and it just fucking someone's heart just exploded.
That's what he gave out at that one Comic-Con where he electrocuted the crowd.
That's such an era. Like
That
I was
A24
gonna
movie of
post
his is
that
going to
photo,
be
it's like,
financed
did
by
you just do
Zoa.
this again? Yeah.
I could just imagine like a couple years from now when he does that Martin Scorsese movie, and Martin's just it's good stuff, Zoa, I love it. Like he has like whatever that Hawaiian crime boss gonna be. It's like get your tropical flavor
Gonna have
now.
Zoa Hawaiian Punch flavor.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
Marty's there promoting it so he can just fund his next fucking movie that no one will give him money for. But yeah, no, that was such a talking about Comic-Con. Well, actually, we'll
That's a
return
classic
back.
S-Bubs video right there, The Legend of Zoa.
The legend.
I'm
that
seeing
is a
no
good
Bureau
one.
north of the border, so I don't know if we're trying this one.
No,
It's
not
tariff
yet.
to hell.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna move on to Comic-Con in a second, but I have to get Mike and 69's thought on Mike, the chicken salad wrap. What are you doing?
Well, the way I usually do it is I do the chicken with a mixture of mayonnaise and a little onion bits. Then
Okay.
you put the salad on top of that.
Okay, so you're separate, right? Salad,
Yeah.
then chicken. Okay, Mike separate. 69. Where are you?
I'm gonna have to go with separate because I think with all you guys talking about the mixing, the buoyancy of the salad and the chicken just sinks to the bottom.
Yes, the
Yeah.
buoyancy. Yeah.
Good point.
Oh, there you go. Most of you chose the wrong version, separated. I mean, I had a big debate about this a couple months ago. I've been meaning to ask about it because
So Emily's on our side, is what you're saying?
Emily's on your side, yeah. So I'm preparing. Usually she does this, but she's busy, so I'm preparing. Cook the chicken. Like everything's the exact same, but then there's the big bowl, and I just put it all together because I'm like, well, it's all gonna be.
She's like, we're done.
pretty much,
This
yeah.
is it.
Yeah, that's why I haven't seen our cast in a while. I had to. She's locked up.
You're in
down
this
below,
room
like-
now. You have to hide from.
yeah, but no, she's like she was quite offended by me doing that. Like just many things in the kitchen. There's that she hates the way I put the dishes away in the dishwasher to the point where I like.
Are
it's
you a
like,
Knives Up guy?
No. Who's a Knives Up guy?
Well, I'm
Who's
just
doing
asking.
that?
I like to live dangerously sometimes. Every like 3 loads, I'll do knives up.
Are you trying to are you trying to accidentally quotations kill Madison? Like, oh, just go put that plate away, and she's gonna like cut it? No, like I don't do the
Final
knives.
destination stuff right there.
Yeah, it's purely just the stacking and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I will say she is like master Tetris, where she'll make it more stuff fit than me, but I just at times don't have time for that. And she's like, I just got to do a load here and throw stuff in. So usually I say like, I'm gonna put stuff in, and either you don't look at it or you don't say anything, because if not, you're just gonna do it. And there's many times where it's just like, yeah, you're just doing it, and she's not even mad about it. She's like, yeah, I just don't even want you touching
I
it.
feel
But
that.
it's just Shay's like that.
I'm with Emily on that actually. I'm like, just don't even, because I'm gonna have to undo it, and I'm very.
That's what she
particular
does, and
when
it's
it
so
comes to loading
annoying.
it
Just
up. Yeah.
just watch and do the next load.
I
No,
feel
no.
Kirkland on this because at that point you're just wasting water. I thought we are trying to save the environment.
You got to
things
min max.
like
That's
the
right,
loading
that's right.
procedure. Yes, thank you.
Oh, I don't know.
So you're wrong
Emily
place
just
today,
texted me.
Travis.
It sounds like this is a bitch about Emily podcast. No, it's not. It's not. I'm gonna kill her. No. But no, I'm not. It's just like I don't know. I guess you're right about the water, but that's not her. Her point is never the water. That's the issue. She brought that up.
My
That
point
so
was
is
she
not
doesn't
even
care
really
about
the
the
water
environment.
either. It's just like it cleans so much more efficiently if it's in the right spots, and then you can fit the correct things in there, and then you don't have to hand wash it afterwards, which would be me, the one that has to do that afterwards. So
Why is it you? Why is Shay just dedicated you to be the
because
hand
I'm
washer?
very particular with the way things get cleaned in my kitchen. I am the kitchen man. Okay, I
Well,
cook, I clean, I fold.
respect that. I
I'm
am
very
too.
particular when it
That's
comes to that
weird.
sort of stuff.
Question though, Travis, like the way you're doing it, when things are coming out of the dishwasher, are they dirty still?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Then you're fine.
They just
You
fall
get a
out
pass
because
from
he's
me.
piled them up. They
They
just
come
fall
out-
all over the floor.
They're not dirty, but they come out in shambles, like little pieces.
Right, they come in shards. Yeah.
Buy new dishes.
Completely clean. But no, it's just a thing of like there's lots, and I want to, because there's also a chance where it's like, because we get busy, she's like, well, I'm just going to do it, but then she'll get busy dealing with the kids. So I was like, okay, well, now it's just sitting there, and I could have done it. And now maybe I couldn't have got as much, but I still could have got some of it, you know? So
That's fair. I understand that. You know, you're trying to help out, lighten the load off her
share the
shoulders.
load.
So I respect
No,
that.
because sometimes you just create more work. That's not worth it.
But if he
Not if you don't
starts it
see it.
before she even comes in the kitchen, I feel
That's
like
usually what I try to
that's a
do.
Then you're
nowadays.
hiding it.
Usually what happens, because she'll get more tired with the twins, has to get them to bed. I can do when she goes to bed, and then clean in the morning. She never sees it. There was one time, I can't remember what happened, but she did it and forgot, and she walked in. She's like, "Oh, you're finally getting." I'm like, "No, this was still when you did it." But she was like, "Oh, I was so impressed." Like, no, that was
She's never
not
been more
me.
attractive to you.
Yeah, I should have just rolled with it, but I was a man of honor. I'm like, no, I didn't do this. So, but,
Oh no!
yeah.
What's happening?
He just gets like sucked out of the window.
It's the time machine. It's calling him back to his original thing.
I gotta go back.
I'm running out of time.
His wife texts him, "I'm stuck in 1969. Get me quick!" Oh, he is gone. It's like the episode Clay disappeared, where he just was gone for a second.
1969.
Yeah, he's out of here. I don't know. I'm really worried what he's gonna do right now. I'll hover over the kick option just in case. You never know.
Oh my gosh!
They
A
lost
giant
night-
beetle flew in my room. I'm sorry. It was just like, and I was like, whoa!
Oh,
Flew behind
beetle.
my desk, so now I gotta like, spelunky my way down there.
There's just a little alien running around in there, just like.
we
Stitch
never
pops
saw
up.
him again. It's just an empty chair.
Or if he just enters through the window now.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
How did that happen?
Little rope comes in from the ceiling.
Yeah, like the host. That movie. Remember that movie? That was great. That whole.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look at that thing.
He got
Oh,
the beat
it's
up.
moving.
Oh, it's moving.
Yeah, it literally crawled into his thumb.
I
That
think
is a serious
69's
bug.
losing the battle against the Beatles. So
The Beatles taking over. He's gonna be on camera.
yeah,
Atta
good
boy.
job. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job. That's why they call
Until
him the
tonight,
great.
the Beatles family comes back, like, we know what you fucking did to our dad, and then just messes him up. So, just that picture of Dexter popping up there. But Mike, what are you? Because you said you choose every movie once in a while. Is there any movie in June that you're picking to see, or are they all like streaming ones? We got 20 Days or 28 Years Later. Obviously, it's a ballerina skip. I feel like there's another. Are you seeing Elio?
Yeah, actually, that's one I feel
F1?
like is sneaking up is
Right,
Elio,
F1.
because you always like whenever there's a new Pixar movie, you always feel like, well, it doesn't look immediately interesting, but that's the same. The way I feel about Elio is the same way I felt about Coco. Wasn't super intrigued by it, but then you watch it, and Pixar, they know how to just sneak up on you with the emotional buzzsaw. So it could secretly be one of the best movies of the year. Who knows? I'm hoping.
I agree with you, Coco, because I regret I didn't see Coco in theaters. I thought,
Yeah,
okay,
me too.
like I like this gimmick, like Day of the Dead, but it's like I wasn't like, man, I need to see
Yeah.
this. And then after, I was really disappointed. It's one that if they were to replay in the theaters, I would see it. I know they're making Coco 2, but that doesn't guarantee it's going to be the same type of feeling and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I agree, but yeah, I can't remember who shared in the Discord, but that fucking price tag of 300 million.
And I think it
for...
was something like most
Oh, yeah.
Pixar movies are like 200 million. So for some reason, this one's just like way more expensive.
That kid voice actor was like holding them up or something like that. Like, I'm not gonna finish this movie unless you give me an additional 50 million. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it's still like
so
running
many
from the
alien
strikes.
characters or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Instead of just like, because I'm sure for some of those like for like Inside Out, those background humans, you can probably copy and paste like a few of those in there. I feel like if you're doing aliens, they gotta kind of look different.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, no, I think tracking at 30 to 40, and then 300 million. That's a lot. I might go see that. Oh man, supposedly Life of Chuck is out June 6th. Is that true? I thought that was August. That can't be. I thought Life of Chuck
that's
was
right.
later. Really, I guarantee you, Clone's not gonna fucking get it. But man, I can't wait. Does anyone to see?
That's
Life of
theater or
Chuck?
streaming?
Yeah.
That's
theater.
That's theater.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember who it is. If it's who got it. If it was Neon or A24 or Lionsgate, I don't know. But
I think
Continental,
it's
maybe?
A24, I think.
yeah, Continental. They gotta fund that Kool-Aid movie there. Where it is
Neon.
Neon.
It's
Oh
Neon,
yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait. Yeah, it says June 6th. Where's my phone? Is there any screenings yet? I can't wait. I know trailers have been a little like quiet, but I
feel
trust
like
Mike Flanagan.
when they announced this movie, I feel like I read like because it's based on like a Stephen King story, and I remember like I think I read it and it was like so crazy. It's like I forgot already what it was, but I remember it being like something like wild, like the poster that's just like Tom Hiddleston like a suit is not just like about a guy.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
Like
I don't
Life
know if
of
the
Chuck is very much like I think it's like on purpose, just such a simple title compared to like what this movie actually is.
Yeah, and I think there's some aspects of like the movie's told like backwards, like from an older to
It
younger,
was something
like
crazy.
that.
I remember reading the
Yeah.
short story and I'm like, this is crazy.
There's some gimmick, so I'm excited, which is so funny because those trailers, I can't remember the other movie. Oh, it was like from the author of Stand By Me and Shawshank. It's so funny when it's not a horror movie. They list off all these like great Stephen King, but they're not like It and Shine. They're like don't talk about the scary movies with this one. Talk about all the uplifting ones or like the Oscar winning ones. So no, I can't wait. I look now. I don't have it. Of course, like F1. When is that out? That's like a long time. F1's out June 27th. I got that, but no fucking Life of Chuck. I even got the
I've seen,
Dangerous
like,
Animals
70
one.
F1 trailers.
Like what the hell is the Jai Courtney one on the boat? Like I got that, but for some reason, watching.
Do you guys get Friendship? I hear that's really really good too.
We did. I didn't see it because I didn't love the trailers, but I'll happily watch that streaming. But yeah, we did get that one, so maybe, just maybe, So
Get that one.
I randomly came across
early.
Standoff. Let the guests talk first, Kirkland.
Please.
I was gonna say I randomly came across this trailer for I think it's called like A Breed Apart. It's just like a straight to DVD. Like it's based on like another movie. I think The Breed, like an old horror movie.
The Brood?
No, it's like
No,
with
it's The
dogs and
Breed.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
what the
but
fuck?
they made like this. It's like it's not. I don't know if it's like an official like remake because even the trailer, it's like makes it sound like this isn't really an official. Yeah, I saw the
This
trailer for
poster.
this movie. It is like Sharknado effects, but with dogs. Like they're just like
Hayden Panettiere making a big
I came across
comeback.
and I saw like it had like I don't know how this came across my YouTube page. The trailer had like 900 views, but I watched this trailer and yeah, it was just really funny.
I'm gonna say that's fucking crazy. Like at least because fuck YouTube, I hate them. Before I don't know how it happened. It probably was just an algorithm. But before it got taken down, the Adrenochrome first trailer had like 3,000 views on it. I think people thought I don't know what it was, but still the fact that had 3,000, this like only had like 900. I was trying to see what the budget, but yeah, that's that poster right there again.
That
like
poster, yeah.
Rated R too. Look at that.
like what is this? What is this gun she's holding? Like, come on now. Like, I was just trying to see what the actual budget of this thing was. Just to
It's probably
kinda get an
not
idea.
listed. Like I feel like this movie
No.
is just like.
But yeah, there's a 1984 movie called A Breed Apart, and I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the one you're
They have
talking
the-
about. But
If
The
it's also
A
about
and the
dogs,
B.
then it is.
Not a fan of that.
not a
Pull
fan
that
of
poster
what?
again. Pull that poster up again there, Travis.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
see
saw
what
that
you're
and I don't
talking
really
about.
get the
The A and
design.
the B.
Like, yeah.
No.
I'll pull it up. Yeah, because you could read it as Breed A Apart.
Good day.
Yeah, Breed A Apart. Here you go. There's your poster, Kirkland.
Looks great.
And even the
Clever.
part is, and then the part has the slashes in it too. You know,
Very
a
odd.
breed apart. Yeah. Well, S Bubs, let us know what you think about when you see him in June. in the theaters.
I also am pretty sure like the two main characters in this movie I think are the same actresses from Fall, like the tower
Oh.
climbing movie, because I'm pretty sure they're friends in real life or something like that. So I think it's the same ones. They're just in this other Breed movie.
they're just getting together, making these fucking. I respect it. I guess they want to make
Fall
movies.
made like a good amount of
fun,
money.
man.
I remember.
Making
I think
movies.
aren't they making like a Fall 2?
They're making
I don't
Fall
know how-
2?
I don't know how you justify. It has to be different people.
Yeah,
like,
well,
you
yeah,
can't.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like they did that with. I don't know if you knew this. Espos. What was that movie? Where the people fall off the boat and they're stuck in the water.
Open Water.
Open Water, yeah, they made Open Water 2 with the same idea, where it's a new couple. I'm pretty sure Kirkland Open
They
Water
made
2. They made 3.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I'm pretty sure Open Water 2 had Eric Dane. I could be wrong.
Really?
But I think I'll look it up. But I think
Open
One of them,
Water 2,
the
Retro,
plot was
owned
like
the
they.
second one?
One of them, the plot was they jump off like a yacht, and one of them forgets to like drop the ladder. So then they're just stuck in the water with a boat there with no ladder to get on it again.
Oh no! Oh jeez. Yeah, those movies. Yeah, here you go. It's a very young looking Eric Dane. I can try and pull him up here, but look at him right there. It's hard
Holy
to see.
moly.
But yeah, before his
Water 2 Adrift.
before his McSteamy days. But yeah, there
There's
you
a
go.
boat right there. Is that the one with the yacht?
There's no ladder.
It could be, yeah. And there's the right. Yeah, to the right. Look, there's a yacht there. So is that what they did for Open Water 2? Like, instead of 2 people, it's multiple? Because it's funny, they tried to do the whole, like, Blair Witch thing, where with the first one, I think they tried to market it as like, oh, this is a real tale of a couple that went scuba diving and had a camera. But when you watch the movie, it's like not like that at all. Like, there's like certain plot beats and stuff, but I think they tried to be like, this is based on a true story.
I'd love to see a list of like how many movies try to do that like after Blair Witch, like as like this is actually real as marketing.
Yeah, the spike must have been. It has to be in like the hundreds, up there. So
yeah.
But yeah, we went back there. Mike, was there anything? How to Train Your Dragon? Are you seeing that? Is that your cup of tea?
Yeah, I probably will end up seeing that. I love the first one. I love the second one even more. So I'm wondering if presumably it's going to do very well. So if they do the whole trilogy, that could be. My only request is that they change the plot of the last one because I wasn't as big on that one as the other two. So but it has a great like last 10 minutes, but the lead up to it is not like a little underwhelming. But the first one, I consider the first How to Train Your Dragon to be probably DreamWorks' best movie.
I haven't watched any of them, so just elevator pitch me on what's wrong, not what's wrong, but what's lacking in that third plot one. Like what is the premise of it?
Like full spoilers or?
You haven't seen any movie, Travis, and you're asking.
Well, I've seen movies. I just haven't seen any of the How to Train Your Dragon movies, Kirkland. You've been on a couple of reviews with me now, but I don't know.
How do I do this with you?
Sure, does
How do I do
someone
this with
die? Does someone? What is it? Is it like a
No, actually,
jump or something?
that's the problem with it is that they kind of like sell it as like the big final epic conclusion to the trilogy, but it feels kind of like just like a story you would see in like an episode. Like, I know they had a TV show like that has like hundreds of episodes, and it felt like they just took a couple of episodes of that show and made it into a movie, and then just tacked on like a last 10 minutes where they like really conclude everything. But that's kind of separate from the rest of the story.
I was gonna say, as a kid, I was a huge fan of like the first and second movies and like the TV show. But I've never seen the third movie. Just like, same with Cars. That's the same thing for me. I was a huge fan of Cars 1, Cars 2, and I've still never seen Cars 3.
Well, something I don't even want to justify that with an
Cars
answer.
1's great.
We're
I'll
gonna
defend
shush
Cars
up.
1.
Shh, we're gonna move on. We're gonna bring in Mr. Clay here.
Big Cars fan.
Whoa. Yeah, talking about Cars, man. As he said, is stationary tonight. He's not on the move. He's not outside.
Look at that
he's
mustache
at home.
too. He looks
Yeah,
like
the
he's
stash.
15 years older.
He's not on the run.
I don't know. This is kind of like a 15-year-old's sad excuse.
Yeah, some peach fuzz or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do it
That's
either.
good though.
Yeah,
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I'm doing well. How about everybody here?
We're doing good so far. We're
Taylor's
just talking
not
about
doing
some-
so good. That
No,
cat is hitting
more
him.
cat
He's
shit.
He's probably puking his guts out with that.
What is his picture? Is it young Dexter? No.
Yeah.
No,
is it?
it's
Well,
just,
it's just
regular
Dexter.
Dexter. It's Dexter from season 2. We were talking about this a couple weeks ago where so Kirkland's been rewatching the Dexter series and
Right.
he got past season 2 and I'm like, oh, so like, you remember the Dexter Lila love scene, right? He's like, yeah, and then like I'm telling him like, do you remember like the music they're playing during this? And it's just like this very weird upbeat like Spanish music. I have 5 seconds of And I don't know why that is choice, because it's like Kirkland can attest. It's like a dark
That's very
moment.
fitting for Dexter, though.
Not in the scene though, because she's like, "You gotta unleash your passenger." Like he's like, "You want me to control my?" Like they're arguing, and it starts with them like kind of punching, like not actually, but they're fighting, right? They're smacking each other, pushing. Like it's a fight, and then transition into love. So it's so weird that it's like this intense, like about to be loving, and scenes like "Come to me," and it's like, and he's just and it's a full minute of this guy just like riffing off this great like Cubano music, but it feels so out of touch when it's supposed to be like Dexter's unleashing his dark pasture, and this guy just is riffing off, and then we annoyed everybody at our barbecue continually for the next little bit by just playing that, because we found on Spotify. And Kirkland, you said when you went home, Shay wasn't too happy with you.
Oh yeah, like 10 minutes. That was too long. Too long of me just going off on that song.
Oh yeah, if we ever go camping, it's gonna be.
I've been wondering for so long what that is, and you guys play it when you guys play it on the podcast, and I forgot to ask. That's awesome.
And that's what it is. Yeah, it's Dexter and Lylan. Yeah, now we have young Dexter is still here, but it's just a great image of just Dexter. I don't know. He's just beholden on what he's seeing. It's like his whole life is flashing before his eyes. So, and Dexter's coming back. I can't wait. Trailer tomorrow.
He won't
I
stop
can't wait.
coming back.
Tomorrow trailer. Holy shit.
Yeah, tomorrow. Did you see the teaser they dropped?
No, I didn't.
I put it in the Discord. It's 30 seconds just like showing new characters and whatnot, and then it's like it's the hospital bed. They pan up from his feet to his body to his face, and he opens his eyes, and it's the Dexter VO, and he says, "Surprise, motherfucker!" So it's like, oh, they did the thing. Yeah, it's so cool. So I don't know what they're doing. That cast is stacked. They showed all the photos of like Neil Patrick Harris and Kristen Witter and. God, there's Peter Dinklage, Uma Thurman. Like I said, the Paramount just let them have the budget, and there's other people too. So, and the returning people too, right? You got John Lithgow, you got Miguel, like Jimmy Smits, you got Harry back. Like, there's, and I don't think Michael C. Hall's probably cheap either now to get.
Did
him
they
back,
confirm
right?
if his son is coming back, Harrison?
Yep, he's there. Yeah, he's been. There's set photos of him. So I don't know what they're doing. If it's Dexter is, I don't know, like. If he's like, leave me alone, Dad, or if he's like, Dad, I'm glad you're alive, because
Text me back before we lose our streak.
I got you. God loves me. I'll get that mute one for you. We don't want like a Taylor Madison situation here.
Oh man, but yeah. So I don't know what the plot of Dexter Resurrection is gonna be, because I don't know. I feel like if you sniper your dad through the heart and he didn't die, there's like some mixed emotions there, right?
He asked for it.
He did ask for it, right? So it's like, but then wouldn't you be like, Dad, don't you still want to be dead? You know,
he's like, you missed your disappointment. I'm still alive.
Yeah,
finish
he's
the
on
job.
table. It was a test, and now you're a killer, and I gotta take you out. That's episode 1, just Dexter killing his son, and he treats it as like a medal of honor. But yeah, that's not June, but it's July. But Clay, is there any movies you've seen you want to talk about, or anything in July or in June coming out that you want to talk about? We got Megan 2.0, we got F1.
Oh, hell yeah, Megan
28 years
2.0.
later, you got How to Train Your Dragon. We're just talking about. We're talking about Ballerina and Life of Chuck. Are you excited for Life of Chuck? I don't know. Have you seen much of Mike Flanagan's stuff before, Clay?
Yeah, I have. I've seen most of the movies. I have not dove into his TV shows just because I'm bad with TV shows. Even though those are usually one season, so I should try one of them. But I've got one question before I answer that. The guy, speaking of surprise motherfucker, the Dokes guy, has he ever been in anything else? I remember loving that guy on Dexter, and I've never seen him anywhere else.
Oh, Kirkland.
Oh yeah. He's been in the great National Treasure film starring Nicolas Cage.
You talked about this on a podcast recently, didn't you?
He is. Oh yes, he is such a nothing character. I don't even think he has a single line in it. He's just
Weird.
What?
He's like an FBI agent, and he looks the exact same as
with
Sergeant Dokes does.
with Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
What a duo.
Yeah, I wish he would have a little renaissance. I mean, they can't really bring him back.
Yeah,
Kirkland was saying he's retired now.
Aaron King. They could. They're bringing back Trinity and they're bringing back Miguel. They could bring him back for an episode, and they did. Because let me see. Oh wait, no, he has 2 upcoming things. Okay, so he hasn't acted. I told him he hasn't acted since 2000.
Okay? Yeah.
He hasn't acted since 2020. So I think he was retired, but now he's back in the game. He's in Crybaby Bridge. and Neighborhood Watch. Not related to Kirkland, your movie The Watch,
my
but
favorite movie.
Neighborhood Watch is when a sleepy suburb is shocked by the emergence of the KKK in their community. Two teenagers decide to become costume vigilantes and combat the costume villains. I know he's not a teenager, but fuck, I hope that he's putting on one of those
They
outfits.
should just put a wig on him and make him a teenager.
With the
Yeah.
mustache, and he's just jacked still.
Or just de-age him, like get that tech going on there. But yeah, you got that going on. And then what is Crybaby Bridge here? After
movie,
being
it sounds
bullied at
like.
school, pregnant teen's family sets out to move from the city to the countryside, unexpectedly revealing a converted secret of her past that friends the fresh start. So I guess he's coming back. So he's not been in much. I guess he was in Vox Locks as well. I don't remember that. That Natalie Portman.
Brady Corbet, right?
Yeah, he's in Vox Locks. Yeah, but he hasn't done much. And for a while, he only came back for like one episode of Dexter. I guess he's also in The Ice Princess. That movie that starred what's her name? She just passed away a couple months ago. God, what was her name?
From Buffy.
Yeah. Oh, she's a child star. Oh, I can't remember. But anyways, so yeah, hey, he's coming back. So maybe we'll get to see him in some stuff. I love him. So
Have you guys already had the 28 years later conversation and like people's hype level on that? Because
no,
I'm very that and F1. I'm very curious, very excited. But yeah, between those two, I'm looking forward to a few weeks from now for sure.
Nice.
Where are you at with the previous 28 movies? Are
So
those
yeah,
favorites yours, or?
I've kind of been hinting. I watched like the first 20 minutes the other day of 28 Days Later, which I've seen once before and remember thinking was really cool, but the directing, like the shaky cam, took me out of it. And I listened to your guys' review, and I really like that. So now I'm gonna fire it up. But I watched 28 Weeks, and like everybody else, thought that opening scene was great, and the rest of the movie I was kind of hit or miss.
Danny Boyle directed that scene, and then
Right,
they didn't do the rest
right.
of the movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just bounced. He's like, "I'm gonna give you
Feel
this
bad
great
for the
scene."
other director.
Yeah,
That's rough.
follow this. Yeah,
He has kind of a nothing career, that other director, or at least not a lot of stuff that I've seen. Maybe his movies are good. I don't
He
know.
did something recently. I remember. What was it?
okay. I'll find it. And then you got this going on with the iPhone rig that they have, the 20
Yeah,
iPhones on one
Shot with
rig.
a
Yeah, can
iPhone.
someone explain to me why?
Yeah.
What the purpose of that is?
I
I mean, I've seen in like the trailer. There's some shots where like the zombies running around and you get like every single
think that's
shot
why,
on the angles
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
I think it's just to do something because, like, when we did that retro, and he talked about having that camera and the slow motion thing. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna do that again, but use the slow motion on the iPhone. Because I just feel like the huge pristine cameras, like that slow motion, is not gonna look the way Danny would want it. Because it's gonna look like really nice and well done, and like this looks like film slow motion. I think he'd want that like very odd looking. And it's funny on the retro we even talked about. I said like, oh, it's like when you use iPhone slow motion, but it never looks great. And I wonder if they're gonna maybe do that on purpose because like that's those whatever the Rage people always looked odd. So I think it's just to do something different. But yes, again, big exaggeration from they're just using an iPhone to shoot that movie. It's like, yeah, I don't see any other college film student being like, yeah, I got my rig with 20 iPhones and guys are holding. It's like when they did that with the press release, like it's all iPhones. It's like big tech and this. It's like, okay,
It's like each iPhone has like probably like $1,000 worth of equipment on top of it.
100%. But that's cool. At least it's something different, right? So
Yeah.
let's see.
I wonder how that, like, is that movie just going to be like a Walking Dead episode, or like that original movie you guys were talking about on your review, how it has a sense of humor? Walking Dead has no sense of humor.
Yeah.
Trailer for 28 Years Later does not seem to have any humor whatsoever. I'm curious what the tone is going to be like. I love how they're not giving any plot details away. I
Yeah.
love that we're going to go into that not really knowing shit about what's going to go down.
There's only like three things that has like sort of like a connection there, because I think we know that the sequel is called, I think it's called like
Bone
the Bone
Temple.
Temple.
Bone
Yeah.
Temple. That's the
Yeah.
best.
And there's I
Every
think in
sequel
the
freaks me
in
out.
the first trailer there's like you see like some sort of like bone structure like in the forest.
There it is,
And then
the
obviously they
temple.
keep showing like this preacher character here, so I feel like there's gonna be some connection there. I don't
Is that
know.
who
Maybe
Ray
it becomes
Fiennes
like
is playing?
like a zombie preacher or something, and they have like a bone
my
church. I don't know. That's the connection I see there.
I feel it's tough because I feel like the world would get worse, so you can't have any comedy. But I feel like Danny Boyle, a majority of his movies, like I can't think of a movie like maybe 127 hours once the like James Franco's stuck there. But even the first act is like very comedic, right? He's flirting with the girls. There's lots of like threesome jokes and meet up and stuff. Like Danny Boyle usually has some comedy in his movies. So I just feel like they're probably not putting in the trailer because that wouldn't sell this movie. But maybe not. Maybe he's choosing to
It's just
same thing.
It's such
to
a
do some different
big time jump. Like
Bone
it's Aaron
Temple's
Taylor
gonna
Johnson's
be a
the
full comedy. This one's all serious, but Bone Temple's is all
Aaron
funny.
Taylor Johnson's the star of that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like with that time jump, it's like I guess he was like born in this world, you know. So I guess he never knew what the world was like beforehand. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's like 40. I don't know how old.
He wasn't
that character's
born in the
supposed to
world.
be.
Yeah, he was still. He was. I think he was still acting around that time. So, but they could. He's a younger chap. I guess they could say he was born at that point. But he has that young companion who was born probably then.
Yeah.
Because he keeps having that young person. So, which is interesting. But yeah, the guy who did 28 Weeks Later, John.
Yeah, he
Carlos,
did. He did Damsel. I checked.
Yeah, he did just Damsel recently, and then I've never seen this movie. Always want to. It's this movie called The Intruders. It's a picture of Clive Owen, and he has no no mouth or eyes. It's just like a smooth face. And the plot is two children living in different countries are visited nightly by a faceless being who wants to take possession of them. Jesus Christ.
What's it called? The Intruders?
The Intruders. It's only a 5.4. Came out in 2011, but you know what? That plot is, intriguing. I love Clive Owen. I'm a big Clive Owen guy. El Purnell's in it. Look at that. Daniel Bruhl's in it.
Wow.
There we go. Ava Green's in it as Pubs? No, I'm just joking. She's not in it.
Now I see it because there's like an alternate poster that's like that was the first one that was popping up. It's just like a shadow man, just like a generic poster,
like Slender Man sort of
Yeah,
deal.
actually, 2011's about the time he was popping off, so maybe that was a Slender Man cash in.
That's why I didn't see like now I see the one that you're saying that's like a blank face, but when I search in Intruders, there's just like a very generic poster.
Yeah, so there you go. He did Damsel, which I wasn't a big fan of last year. I didn't think it was like outrageously bad. Like I'd never think that's the worst. It just felt very, just kind of bland, which I thought was like a cool concept of
cool dragon, great dragon voice. The actress who voiced the dragon was fantastic.
It's pretty much like a riff off like the Princess Bag Dragon, right? Like a princess who, at first it seems like can't do this, but then like her kick ass is like out talking the dragon and whatnot. But in this, it just I don't know. It was fine. Millie Bobby Brown doesn't have a great streak with me. I've never seen the Holmes movies though. Are those
Enola
good?
Holmes.
I
The
saw
first
the
one.
first
I liked
one.
it.
Yeah,
I did not.
it was like fine.
Not a rounding, not a huge.
It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, you guys
Cavill's
got like
great.
the same monotone. Like, yeah, I saw it. It wasn't like, oh, I love, because I know.
I'm sure they're better than the Electric State.
Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, and I think they're making a third one because I know what's his name, Cavill. He's
I
Sherlock
remember
in there.
Cavill being like good in it.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. So, but yeah, we got 20 Years Later coming out, and Kirkland F1. You're excited?
Oh yeah, baby. That's what I was trying to say earlier. We got the early screening, Travis. 2 days early. You coming?
Is it 2 or no? It's just 1.
2 days.
It's on a
early
Wednesday,
the west
isn't
side.
it?
On the Wednesday.
Yeah, the
Thursday's
week comes
always
on
the early
Thursday.
screening.
I count it as a day. Like, I don't say that's 2 days earlier. No, I'm not.
I'll agree with you.
I'll say that I'm with S-Bubs that they've like recut that trailer like 50 times. The last trailer actually was good because it showed some character stuff. I'm not sure, Kirkland, did you see the director's comments today? About people are memeing on it. It's nothing bad, but he pretty much was just like
the Tom Cruise.
yeah, he was like, yeah, we couldn't cast Tom because like it would have been too dangerous and too real, and he wouldn't want to do that. Like he listed all the stuff Cruise would have done, and I think he was trying to make a point, but he made it sound like the movie would have been like much better, and he kind of made Brad Pitt sound super lame. He's like, but with Tom, he'd want to push things to the limit, and we just couldn't couldn't do all that stuff. And then he's like, yeah, but Brad, he's a great guy. You got to read the comment in full, but
it was pretty much saying like, yeah, if they'd cast Tom Cruise, he would have like driven the car for real and crashed for real and probably died, and it would have been awesome. But it's too dangerous, and Brad Pitt doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, it's a snarl to her, but
there's a rumor that Cruise wants to do a sequel to Days of Thunder. So
That's interesting because you feel like Krasinski, or is that how you say his name? Krasinski?
Kaczynski.
Krasinski, thank you. You feel like he would have been the guy right after Top Gun and be like, oh, but they'll probably just get McQuarrie to do it, and then because they're working on like 6 different movies together, and even Tom in the press tour was, which at least he's working with Iñárritu coming up, but he's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep working with this guy forever. I'm like, I like McQuarrie, but I just also wanted to see Tom like work with other people too. I don't want him just to be working with McQuarrie the whole time. I never saw the Reacher movies, but Days of Thunder.
He does what Tom tells him to do. That's why.
100%. Yeah, I saw. I didn't know where it came from, but I saw like a someone talking about a rumor back in the day. So it's like a rumor in 2011. So who knows if it was real? But I guess how McQuarrie like won Cruise over is. It was either in that script or in Fallout. They had like ridden Cruise to die, and McQuarrie came in to rewrite it, and he kind of like massaged that part out of it and just kind of made it like, oh, like it might be like an off-screen like Dark Knight Rising, and then it just got completely taken out. So I guess that's how they bonded. That's the rumor, is that he was like, yeah, we shouldn't kill Ethan off, and he rewrote the script so they didn't kill him off.
They wanted Jeremy Renner.
100%, yeah, and then the Renner's gone, which is weird because people brought up. I didn't even know that there's not even a single, clip of him in Mission Impossible. Or there's actually, I don't know if this is true, but someone said there's not a single clip of Ilsa either in the movie. Is that true? I didn't remember that, but
I feel like they definitely show her like her death scene from Dead Reckoning.
Okay, so
like I remember because I definitely didn't rewatch the other movies, and I remember seeing like they play that scene, but I feel like that's the only time they show her at all, or like even mention it. It's like just to say like Gabriel, like he killed her or
He's
something.
a bad guy.
But like literally that's the only time they're they're giving Haley Atwell the push instead of
she got the mega push in that movie. Like just jeez Louise. But and it's weird because
on the review, just the 5-minute segment you guys talking about the CPR scene, I was crying laughing because I was thinking the same thing.
Everybody was like it felt uncomfortable in a way where like Mike, have you seen Mission Impossible yet?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I don't know any of the names, any of the plot, or nothing. So
okay. I'll describe this for Dylan as well. There's just a scene where Tom Cruise, he does some big stunt and he's gonna die, right? Or Ethan Hunt, both, I guess, kind of.
He probably almost died.
Yeah, interchangeable. But anyway, so the plot is like he's gonna be in ice and they gotta save him and bring him back and put him in this compression chamber. So then he wakes up in the compression chamber and he's like getting brought back to life. But before that, he's getting CPR done by Haley Atwell, who's fully clothed. But then when they get in the compression chamber, she's like in like, I'll say shorts, but more like booty shorts, and then like a tank top, and it's a very big revealing.
They're like in the middle of the Arctic, by the way.
Yeah, they're in the middle of the Arctic, and there's a compression chamber, and it's her doing the thing where like it's the Jacob Bella thing where she's like trying to like warm him up, but it's just a lot of shots of Tom Cruise, and then the other side of the screen, it's just Haley Atwell's cleavage and upper torso, and it feels like it's a top secret like scary movie scene where
like there's a part where she's giving CPR. It's like you were like Tom Cruise is like not even in frame at this point.
It's really it felt uncomfortable. It felt like in The Substance when they shoot those scenes with Margot Qualley, like, oh, you're supposed to feel weird. That's what it felt here. It's like we're trying to save Tom's life, and it's just like, hey, that was a pretty woman, hey, like look at her with her top on, and it's just like, and she's just smiling, and it feels like a dream sequence. It's super odd.
It's
long.
The rest of the movie is so like sterile and like sexless. You know what I mean? Like they keep threatening to make Haley Atwell a love interest, and then every time, I don't want to spoil too much, but like it doesn't happen. Like
no, same thing. Even then too, I kind of as rewatching the series, it's a weird thing. Like him and Ilsa, they never kiss, not once in the entire franchise. It's like the MCU where they're like afraid to like have sexual relations going on. It's like
that was in Rebecca Ferguson's contract agreement. She's not gonna lock
can't
up
kiss.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. What was in Haley Atwell's contact currently? That scene? Because I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, it's an odd scene. But no, they didn't kiss. So.
But he kisses Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, and that's what's weird. There's a scene where him and Vanessa
She
Kirby
kisses him, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, they make a deal, and then like, don't let me down, and then grabs him and gives a big kiss and pushes him away. It's like, White Widow didn't need to kiss John Lark here. Like, and they do that. Remember in Ghost Protocol with that character when he's like, I have a hunch, and he kisses that woman in front of the prince, and it's like
That's
you
what
didn't need
allowed
to
the
do.
mission to succeed. It's all justifiable.
They are the writers, Kirkland. They can make that character do whatever they want. The prince could change his mind. But then he won't kiss. It's like if you're a leading lady, it's like I can't kiss her. Like there's like a respect thing.
In Maverick, like they have that sex scene that's like,
it's weird.
They're just
It's like-
laughing and pillow fighting.
It's like a weird like elementary school birds of the bee video. Like you could put that type of music over. You're like, when a man or woman love, and they're like, and he's like, it's all like they have blankets over their chests, and like it's just
He's wearing jeans the whole time, like just top off.
yeah, which is this man did Eyes Wide Shut. Like he was in some stuff back in the day. So
No, was that pre-Scientology though?
I was
sure
going to say that, Mike. I wonder if that was it, where they're like, hey, we don't really want you doing any of the funky business on screen, because thinking about that, that's like War of the Worlds and on. And I think the last time he did a sex scene was Vanilla Sky, I think.
What about Oblivion?
Is there sex in that movie? I don't think I've ever fully seen it.
Oblivion is the most
so good.
playing on FX movie of all time.
Gauntlet of 6ix9ine, so good. That was a big, so good.
I remember it when I was like 12, 13, just blown away. Just blown away by the house in the clouds. I was just like, I cannot believe I'm watching this right now. This is magical.
I was with you there also on the first viewing, and then rewatched it. Yeah, it does not hold up. Not a fan anymore.
Good to know. I have not rewatched it, so I never
don't
will
rewatch
know.
it. Just keep that.
Yeah,
happy
keep it in
memory.
the
nostalgic mind. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Joseph Kaczynski did that. That was how him and Cruise met. So yeah, so there you go. But yeah, I've never fully seen the movie. I just know Taskmaster's in it and Morgan Freeman and something to do with space. So that's all I know. But I don't know. Was there sex in that movie? You two? Do you remember?
There's like a sensual scene in a pool. I don't know if they're naked in it, but they're like embracing and then smooching, but no insertion.
He watches from the sidelines. He's like,
He's just watching from the side. So what is it?
And then jumps in.
Is it? So it's the I'm guessing it's Olga. She's swimming, right? And he sees her.
Yeah.
It's like the creeper.
He sees her
thing.
doing laps. Yep.
Water's good.
In the pool in his jeans. Yeah.
Infinity pool in the clouds. It's really something, you know. You just see all the way down to Earth or wherever they are. I don't even remember.
All the way down.
That was his pickup line there. But yeah, I'd have to look it up because he stopped doing movies, but he slowed down after the whole like Oprah thing. But yeah, because there's Collateral, there's nothing there. War of the Worlds, all the MI movies, Tropic Thunder, Night and Day, Rock of Ages, Jack Reacher, Oblivion.
Rock of Ages.
Edge of Tomorrow is the same thing, where him and Emily Blunt have like a will they won't they, but they never get together. It's severe. It's like they have like he's into
I feel
a
like
lot
Edge of Tomorrow also has like in bed scene where they're just like covered all the way. I feel like I remember that.
I can't remember if that happens. There's a lot of scenes where I think Cruise likes to be like chest to chest with somebody, and there's a lot of like staring, but they never do anything. It's like a lot of eye kissing and stuff. But they did The Mummy, obviously no sex in The Mummy, and then apparently he was something called Au revoir. He was in a short called Au revoir, Chris Hemsworth. So there you go.
It's probably just like a fragrance commercial or something. They sometimes list those as like short films.
Oh yeah,
like on IMDb.
The Timothy Chalamet one,
in Venice,
right,
a city.
Same one.
Here you go. In Venice, a city full of beauty, love, music, and brutal trash talk. Palm Clementif and the team say au revoir to Chris Hemsworth with a French song written by Simon Pegg and Palm Clementif. And the poster's just like, yeah, just Palm and honestly, the poster, I'll pull it right now. Tom does not look happy to be there. It looks like Palm caught him doing something bad. He's like, yeah, I'll be in this fucking music video. Because like, look at his expression coming up here. He's not happy to be doing whatever. Whatever Palm's
That's how
got.
Quinn looked when Howard Stern said that in the interview.
Yeah, like he's not looking jazzed to be doing whatever Palm has him. But there you go. So, but yeah, Mike, you're probably right. It's probably when he churched up and they're like, hey, no more funny business in your movies, and he dropped it. So maybe we'll get Eye Wide Shut 2 at some point.
I'm
highly doubtful.
I'm finishing a big milestone this weekend. I have one more hour to go in my 46th and final Tom Cruise movie, and then I will have seen every Tom Cruise movie.
Whoa.
Crazy thing to say. Yeah.
What's the last one you're watching?
The last one I've avoided forever because I heard it was really depressing, and it is Born on the 4th of July, but it's really good.
You've never seen that?
I always put it off because it's long.
Oh,
and
it is depressing.
Depressing, but man, he's really good in it, and like not funny. Like you, sometimes when he's going for it, like he can be good, but also kind of you laugh at him. And this one, I'm not laughing. Like he's just straight up good.
I mean, he kind of has this.
Just having fun, man. Making movies, big adventure, having a great time.
Most depressing film ever. Just big adventure.
Yeah, he should have. I'd have to see the list, but yeah, I kind of agree. Probably should have won the Oscar that year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's like a bunch of knockout categories, but that was, I think, his kind of only chance really. Magnolia was another one.
Tobey Maguire. Not Tobey Maguire, Jerry Maguire.
I would pay for a movie that was
Maguire biopic.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire biopic, and Tom Cruise is playing him. He's gonna do the Spider-Man stuff, the Seabiscuit stuff, everything. It's Great Gatsby, you know. That's when I saw some photo from the '90s, Clay, that reminded me of you because it was Harrison Ford and Tom Cruise in the early '90s. People being like, "Oh, why did we never get this?" And there's a couple like that where we never got that, and I don't know. Like same thing. We've got him and Brad, and we got him and some other people, but we never got him and Leo. I think that might be like a, I don't know. I'm not gonna say ego thing, but maybe. I just feel like that's a big shark versus big shark scenario. I like that. To me, with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I can be like, see Brad Pitt be like, yeah, I can be second build. With Leo and Tom together, I just don't know how that conversation goes. Like, who would get the first billing there? And that's where, well, you know, I think I deserve that right there. So I don't know. But what's your least favorite Tom Cruise movie now that you've watched them all?
So there was,
and your favorite actually. Well, other than Cocktail, what's your favorite? Yeah,
I think the first movie I think he was ever in, or one of the first, was called, I believe it's Endless Love, and that movie is such hot garbage. He's in it for 5 minutes, and it is about a guy, a teenager, who like barely ever acted again, and he falls in love with his girlfriend in high school, and then their parents say they can't be together, so he like burns down a house with people in it, and that's the movie, and it's like played totally straight. It's super weird. Yeah, don't ever watch that.
That's like a cult chick flick, I think.
It's
considering he was in it for 5 minutes. Like, did you, for the completion, did you still have to watch the whole thing, or were you like, I can just see the cruise scenes and then I'm out?
Oh yeah. There were some. I had to crack open a beer or two, but I made it through. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, what's the top three?
Favorite? I mean, Cocktail's like the meme pick, but I love. I mean, there's a rotation of them, but Minority Report's got to be up there. Gary Maguire's got to be up there. We'll call that a top three. I love those three.
Okay.
But there's so many good ones. Yeah, Mission Impossible, the original. I go back and forth. The Mission Impossible is the best. I love 3, like Travis, but I also think 3 has some. It has my favorite stuff in the franchise, and also some stuff that really bugs me. So it's weird. Yeah.
What about 2? Where's that on your list there?
No comment. Wait till the rankings episode. Taylor has it quite higher than most of us. It was, that's a tough one there. But yeah, no, those are some good ones. Yeah, I haven't seen, me and Emily been talking about watching Jerry Maguire again. So
I just saw it a couple of months ago. It's really, really good. Great script in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Yeah. So we were on Renee Zellweger kick for a while, so
she's
gotta follow it up. But yeah, no, he's got some good stuff. That's why I'm excited for Mission Possibly Over. I'm kind of hoping he goes back to doing some variety again, because
he's not done. Come on now.
Well, and that's why I hate
Big
when like
adventure.
the second Mission Impossible is done. Fucking, of course, McQuarrie's like, yeah, I cracked the script for Top Gun 3. It's like, that's convenient, hey? Like, the whole time, like, well, we're only going to do it if we get a story. The second, like, we're done Mission Impossible, but guess what? We got Top Gun. And I didn't even hear about the Days of Thunder thing, which I guarantee you he just thinks he can Top Gun that. But I don't think Days of Thunder has the same chutzpah that Top Gun does. Like, Top Gun,
just get the same exact people, just Glenn Powell, Miles Teller.
They probably should. Yeah, they'll get a collection. That one guy was already in there.
If they don't call it Days of Lightning, I will not see it. I need it. Gotta do it.
They're gonna call it Weeks of Thunder.
Yeah, right. 28 weeks of thunder.
Years of thunder, just but yeah, we'll see. I just don't think that would have the juice. Top Gun, like even before they were even talking about Top Gun 2, you'd always see memes of Top Gun or the football or the volleyball scene would come up and the soundtrack. Like I feel like Top Gun was always in the zeitgeist. It was, don't get me wrong, Maverick did way better than I thought whoever was gonna do because I was like, who's really that interested to see it? But Days of Thunder, I don't know, Taylor, Dylan, Kirkland, have you guys ever seen Days of Thunder?
No,
Absolutely not.
Like NASCAR or something.
S Bubs, have you?
No.
April, have you seen Days of Thunder?
No.
No, see, that's what I mean. Where but I don't know. Had you guys seen Top Gun 1 before like Maverick was kind of coming out, or was that a walk?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
parts
I
of
don't
it,
think
yes.
so, but I definitely knew of it more than I know of Days of Thunder.
Yeah. So, we'll see. I think he should not touch that one. But...
We need a Legend sequel. That's what we need.
Oh,
What an interesting movie.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I want to rewatch. I've not seen that at I'd say an adult age, and some of those because I can't remember what year we did it. It's not the exact same, but like we did Excalibur, and that was not a hold up really for me. I'm not. I know some people love Excalibur, but it wasn't not my cup of tea, not my bag, baby.
Like a porn parody.
It's and that's I can't remember. It got lots of press around like the Man of Steel BVS time because, of course, Snyder lists as like one of his inspirations for Justice League and stuff. It's like, but I kind of get it because it's very like operatic and
Epic,
big and stuff. But I don't know, just not what I think of when I think of Batman. But whatever. So. Anything else from June to shout out before we end this? Any other movies people are excited for? Dog was coming out again, like I said. Ballerina, Dragon, Elio.
Oh, you mean from the world of John Wick, Ballerina?
Yeah, from the world of John Wick, Ballerina.
I love how in like the trailers and stuff when they do the title reveal, it's like it focuses first on John Wick, like all big, and then zooms out as Ballerina.
Last question. How much runtime do you think he's going to be in that movie for? Like, tops?
Under 15 minutes.
Like
Under
10
15.
minutes. He's at least in like 2 or 3 different scenes based on like the trailer.
It's just tough to look at. The reason I'm going to runtime is because sometimes those action scenes, they let them go quite long, So I think you got at least 2 scenes with him where it's him versus the ballerina and then him with the ballerina versus people. I think that's 10 minutes right there. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be like I'm saying it's between 10 and 15, not under 10, but not over 15. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which sucks because like in this, I feel like they're framing her as such a. I'm still excited for it, but I feel like they're framing her as like a John Wick super serious character, kind of like John Wick was in his movies. And John Wick is like the fun sidekick who gets to come in. And I wish that it was more like No Time to Die, where Ana de Armas gets to come in and be the fun side character who teams up with John Wick or with Daniel Craig or whatever. And because she was so good in that, and she's only in it for 5 minutes. I was like, damn, I wish she was in that whole thing.
Well, it's going to depend on the chronology, too, because doesn't this one take place like in between 2 of the John Wick movies? So
3 and 4.
3 and 4, yeah. So he's going through some shit. So
that's what I always found weird. Yeah, because I knew like obviously it's gonna be before 4, but when they did specify and said 3 and 4, it's like I thought 3 and 4 he was like on the run for his life. So when she's like,
well, they thought he was dead between then too, right? Because that's why they decommissioned the Continental. And they send I can't remember his name, but
because he was with Lawrence Fishburne. He was like recovering.
That's exactly it.
Because I hate because John Wick 3 had problems. I remember they like shoot him and he falls off a roof, but they never go and see his body, and they're like, yeah, he's dead. And this is a guy who like for 3 movies has become Jason Voorhees and nothing will kill him. But they take like Lawrence Fishburne being like, yeah, I saw him fall off a roof. Like okay, and a guy who's like a past friend of his, like they take his word, like it must be true that John Wick is gone. And it's just I remember when we did the retro, I did not like 2 and 3 as much as other people. 4 and 1 I love, but those they got a lot of issues. But that's where it's like when he says in the trailer like I'm here to get you, like who's he I guess we'll get that backstory, but who's sending him to go get the ballerina right now? Like he's got his own shit to worry about. But
that means he's still going to be like recovering from his injuries. Then, if it's between 3 and 4, he's going to like, I guess Lawrence Fishburne maybe is going to.
one day, and John Wick sleeps it off. Like again, this man got his finger chopped off. It didn't even affect him at all in that opening scene of John Wick.
Never grew
Nothing
back.
happened. He didn't grow back. He got it back, and then or wait, no, did he always remain
No,
fingerless? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
right?
always is because there's a thing like in like behind the scenes stuff. He always wears like a green finger glove because in every scene they CGI out his finger.
He got his ring back. That's what it was, right? He got his wedding ring. That's what they took from him. But yeah, again, no, like you'd think, oh man, they took his finger. That's gonna maybe impact some of his shooting and fighting. Not at all. He just powers through. He's like even better in John Wick 4. He's falling down stairs in God mode. Doesn't matter. if
Just
he lost a finger.
unnecessary finger for shooting again. I guess just he didn't need it anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then obviously Taylor, sorry, I forgot to mention. We've talked about Predator, Killers. Obviously not on theatrical, but Hulu and Disney and stuff, which is
Who's seen it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a movie, right? I was still.
It is. Kirkland keeps calling it a TV show every cast he's on, but it is a movie.
Well,
Last
technically,
thing-
it's an anthology, so it's like 3 episode length segments.
It's a
strung
Disney
together.
special feature.
Yeah, special presentation. But it's a movie, Kirkland. So for Golden Geese, you can throw it up there.
It's a long show.
It's
I
not
mean,
long.
it's a short show if it's just a movie.
Yeah, and then I'll go back to. Is anyone, because these last two, is anyone other than Kirkland seeing F1 in the theaters? Not when it goes to Apple in the theaters.
Clay, come on.
Oh,
Okay, Clay. Okay.
Oh,
I might see it. I saw Gran Turismo in theaters, and that was a fun.
Yeah, will it be
so-
better than Gran Turismo? That's the
It
big
will.
question.
Yes,
Low
it,
bar.
it has to be.
I think it will be.
Kirkland, are you gonna go see it in like an IMAX Dolby theater or something?
I don't have IMAX, but I would. So thanks
Yeah.
for putting that in.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We have
I
a
have to
stream
stream
Any
theater.
theater I have available to me, I will go see it in.
Yeah.
Dead center,
Actually-
best audio spot,
Yep. Yep.
I was gonna say, I actually remember having a great theater experience in Gran Turismo because when I saw it, it was like for one of those like mystery movie, like
Oh,
they
nice.
show the movie
yeah.
early if it's a mystery, and then this was like they did that early, and then like a week later they delayed the movie like 2 months or something. So I remember being like I saw it before everyone else, but I remember this mystery movie like by the end, like in the final race, like people in the audience were reacting like we were watching this race for real. Like people were going crazy by the end. So it was a fun experience for Gran Turismo, a movie I don't think anyone has thought about like since it released.
Neil
Taylor
Blomkamp's
has.
second best movie.
Chappie and Elysium, yeah. And what is he working on right now? He's some franchise.
No District 9
Still working
sequel.
on that
son
Halo
of a gun.
movie for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
is. They keep talking about District 9 too, and I don't know.
I've
It's
been
all
saying that
talk.
for like 20 years.
At least since
Yeah.
2011.
But he's
Just
been
what
saying
they
it
do.
a lot now because like his career is not like exactly where I think he wants it to be. But he's working on something again where it's like fucking Gran Turismo. I'm like, really? That's what he's working on? It's not like Street Fire, but it's something. I'll get it before. we end
What
here,
sent
but-
them to like director's jail? Was it
Chappie.
which movie was it?
Chappie.
Yeah.
And even Elysium, I think the problem was he did.
I was
it
just
didn't.
thinking which one was later, like Elysium or Chappie.
Chappie was
Chappie,
the
yeah.
yeah. Elysium was fine. It just fell under the expectations of being a follow-up to District 9, and then
Yes.
Chappie was just a bad movie.
Yeah,
That-
that,
that- oh.
was director's jail until Gran Turismo.
And then he made a
And that was
horror
a
movie in
direct for
between those
hire.
two. It was like called Possession, or it was like a really really cheap horror movie right before Gran Turismo.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I feel like I
demonic.
remember this.
Demonic.
Yes,
Possession's what's his son? God, who's got
Cronenberg.
Cronenberg's son? Yeah, he
Yeah.
did that before he did
Yeah,
fucking
no,
what's
Demonic, I
Infinity
think
Pool.
I
No,
heard
that's
was, like, really
Possessor.
bad.
Possessor.
Or Possessor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
These one-word horror titles are.
What's okay? So yeah, Possessor was Cronenberg's kid, and then he did Infinity Pool. Wonder he's working on. That's Blomkamp. Actually, this is a good fit for him. He's doing the Starship Troopers movie.
Oh,
that's what he's
right.
working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like a so, but that's where
Get
he is.
Sharlto Copley in there. He works best with Sharlto Copley.
He would fit perfectly
Yeah.
in that movie. I think.
He
so.
rocks. We need more Charlotte Copley. I forgot.
We need him. I was so disappointed of how he was put into Monkey Man. Like I thought for sure, we're gonna get Sharlto Copley unchained. He's gonna go crazy, and he's just there for like 2 scenes as an announcer. So disappointed.
Yeah. Very
What was
minor role.
there was one movie he was in where I was just like, he's just like, he's one of those actors when I see him something, it's like, okay, this is fun. Like, even if it's
Yeah.
like he was in that one, What was the name of the Idris Elba
Beast.
like that tiger movie? Yeah.
Wow, you got that too quick, Clay. S-Bubs didn't even give you that much information. He said the Irish Elba, and you're like, Beast.
Oh, Sharlto Copley was awesome in that. Yeah.
I know. That's the movie where he's like with his daughter, and there's like a. What?
It's like it's like Jaws with a tiger, or like
I
an
never
animal
saw it.
attack movie with a tiger.
Is the
I think
tiger
it was an alligator. I think no.
I thought it was a lion.
No, that's a lion.
That's alligator is crawl. Crawl's a banger.
These
too.
one-word titles: beast, crawl, possess. Did the lion have something like? Did he have rabies? Did he have something, or was he just a lion?
I don't
never
think
watched
so.
it.
I think it was just like they're just on a vacation and they're just like a
Probably have
tiger.
rage
I
virus.
think at some point,
Poachers.
Idris, I think they do fight like just mano a mano. I feel like at the very end. I forget how it ends. I mean, he definitely wins by the end, but I don't remember the fight scene.
Poachers killed the lion's entire family, so then it goes on a killing spree.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll
Classic
do it.
revenge tale.
Yeah, from the, and
Like
we're
Jaws
supposed to-
4: The Revenge.
Yeah, it's like what the lion's a bad guy. Come on, but I remember the trailers making it look like the lion was mutated or something. So that's why I was asking. But no, it was
It was
just
just CGI, I think, probably.
It's just probably that. Yeah. No, and I was just looking up same thing. Yeah, the Brand Kronberg who did Possessor and Infinity Pool. He has nothing listed coming out either. So I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know if what Infinity Pool even did money wise. I imagine it didn't.
I don't
do
think
anything.
it did very. I feel like it's not a very commercial movie.
It was like a January movie too. So
It's one of those
yeah, it
movies
definitely
where
was. It was like
box
January
office-
4th.
yeah.
box office 5.2 million, budget they don't even list it. So you know that budget. They're scared to list what that budget actually was there. So yeah, I don't know.
What year was Infinity Pool?
2023, I think.
Yeah, good job, Mike. Yeah, 2023, or January 27th. So
Yeah.
I remember not liking it that much, or thinking it was
neither.
just like a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, I think that's where I like concepts of it, but wild date here where it came out on Sundance on the 22nd, but then theatrical 27th. So 5 days later, went from Sundance to theatrical. So
That's
Had
one of those
good
where they don't want the
cinematography, that's all I
bad
remember.
reviews
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
We're do it like a couple of days.
yeah, that's one like Clay, what was the one you brought up in the Discord where you said you were excited to see it, but I was like, I don't know, it's pretty mixed. It's one that's at
Oh, do you see
Cannes
the
right now.
ballerina thing? Like, they did like
Yes.
to the influencers, like you can post your early reactions, but only if it's positive.
Yeah, they're like save constructive criticism, or they didn't say negative thoughts, but something like that for the review embargo. But they're like, yeah, if you feel enthusiastic about this movie, go tweet about it, go tell your friends. If you're critical, wait till the embargo. You know, which I'm not
should be
surprised. Like, it should be, but it's not. And I'm kind of surprised. Like critics have not, or movie studios have not just cut off all critics. I think there's going to be a day where that is like all of them are day one. I know they want to build buzz, but I think sometimes it does the negative, like the reverse. So I feel like, and that's why, right? Because now when people pull ballerina, let's say it's raw, and they're not going to see that till maybe like a day or two later. But yeah, I'm trying
It's
to
like
think.
Xbox's approach now, I think, right? They just like
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, you also see now that when you hear that a movie's embargo is like the day before release, you always figure, oh, probably means it's not very good. Whereas
There was
if
like
it's like,
there was some movie that was like that ended up being like, I remember like recent. It was, I feel like it was like Across the Spider-Verse or something. I remember there's like a big movie that the review embargo was like super close to the release date, and it just ended up being like a good movie. So I don't remember. It was just like a weird situation.
Yeah, like I know Force Awakens did that. I don't think their reviews went out to the night before, but that made sense because they didn't
Yeah.
want like spoilers stuff, right? And I don't think anyone was too worried. But yeah, I think a couple big movies with spoilers do that. But yeah, most of the time, Mike's right where it's not a good sign if they're not speaking about it. But like I said, I just feel like they're gonna do more. Or they're just gonna let the influencers do that because it's just like I had a great time and I got my ballerina popcorn bucket and I met Ana de Armas and it's oh man, life is great. Like I don't think that, and I'm sure I guess there's some influencer that might get on their TikTok and just shit on the movie, but I find that not true. Like I think they would just talk about the good experience they had. So and then to end us off here, Mike, you were very excited for Megan 2.0
Yes,
earlier when I
yes.
brought that up.
that
you
trailer
popped.
had me extremely excited. I like think the first Megan is like it's a 6 out of 10. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
good for what it is. But that second trailer, if they pull that off properly, that looks like a hell of a lot of fun. And the actress playing the evil robot is Shin from Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So that got me excited too.
She's in
Amazing
something else
trailer.
coming up too, so I'm excited because she was one of the bright spots for Ahsoka. So I want to see her in more stuff. But yeah, I hope that trailer is as wacky. I wasn't planning on seeing it. Maybe Kirkland's the CF1. I'm gonna have to see Megan with Taylor, but
Oh, you will.
To me, like I'm
committing.
not very interested in Megan 2.0. Like to me, it feels like they're trying too hard with Megan 2.0
I do
to like
worry,
be a meme. Like, that's what
I
feel
think
like
that's
it.
the best move is just lean into that because
But I feel like
the
you
worst
can
thing is
lean-
if it's boring.
I feel like you can
Yes.
lean into it and still try and make like you can make it more comedic, but I feel like this is very much just trying to like we need to make it the next viral because Megan it went viral like it had the dance, but like
Yes.
in the context of the movie that was like something. And this one I feel like it's like we need to put stuff in here to make it go viral and have another viral thing for Megan. That's what
Yeah.
it feels like to me. So this trailer I was like I could like I don't know. I wasn't interested. And like I said, like to me the first Megan was just like a 3 out of 5 movie. So
Yeah.
I was worried with the 10 there. Not that I'm a Megan
3
fan,
out of
but
10.
I'm like, well, that's very specific. You know those movies, those 3 out of 10 movies. But yeah, my worry is that the trailers are just like that, but then the movies, like what the first one was, and it's like not deadly serious, but pretty
We
serious.
got the
and
Suicide Squad trailer team to
100%,
work on
yeah,
the-
on that movie. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not committing to Megan 2.0. We got a lot of movies, and like I like. I don't know. It could be fun, but that also could be. I'm happily fine to sit at home and.
Someone to bring their 3-year-old, you know, it'd be a great time.
Yeah, that's the last thing I'll quickly say is before we end this. Yeah, for Mission Impossible, we had someone bringing a 3 to 4-year-old to our screening. Either it was a 3 to 4-year-old or it was a kid who was not trained in the ways to watch a movie, and we were sitting there, and I see this guy, and it's a kid that he can like hold, and he's walking up with the kid holding him, so it's like, oh no. And you could just feel the theater, like there's just like everyone just turned like this shift to like, what are you doing here? And I hadn't seen the movie, but I had heard the whole the first hour there's a lot of exposition, so I'm like, what's gonna happen with this kid? And like he did talk quite a few times. If there'd be like long breaks, but we did talk. We were in a row and they were behind us but further off, but the 3 people at the end beside us, they got out of their seats and went down 3 rows in front to like get away from the kid. And then they started doing the thing where he was starting to talk more, so they would like, I thought it at first was just a dad and his kid, but it was a dad, his kid, his wife, and his father. And they were doing the classic parent thing where they would take him out, go out, and then come back in and go in and out and get da-da-da-da. And then eventually the grandfather, and like right when the plane act happened, just took him out of there. And it's like, there's 3 of you that like the whole time no one could have like stayed back and maybe saw it the next night. And my favorite part of the story was the kid leaves with the grandfather and the dad just gives like an audible like, I don't know if he was just exhausted or I don't know if he was, it felt more like he was giving a sigh of relief that he was angered at the kid. But to me, this kid looked 3 to 4 and I was like, you got to know your fucking audience.
Were they his parents or his wife's parents? Who do you think?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. It was just the dad. It was just the grandfather. It was the 3 of them. So I don't know if I feel like it was probably his dad. But yeah, like before Revenge of the Sith came out, I had Logan and Gwen watch the other Star Wars because, like, yeah, it's Space Avenger, but there's still some talk. And so, like, okay, let's see if you're interested. And they liked it and they went. But I just feel like, I guess maybe they watched Mission Impossible at home, and the 3-4-year-old was just like, I fucking love Ethan Hunt. But like, you could just feel the parents shuffling in their seats of like, man, like this kid needs to like be quiet. But it's like, what's he gonna like? Ethan's talking about the entity for 50 minutes. What's this kid supposed to do? Like it's just like a weird.
Did he run up and down the stairs? I've had that happen.
Nope. He was completely fine. He just sat there and would have some commentary throughout, and they would try to talk him and tell him to be quiet, but it didn't work. So
did he react during the CPR scene?
No, he didn't. He reacted one time when that guy got the meat cleaver in the neck, and he was like, "Oh, owie!" And the dad's like, "Yeah, owie!" And that's like 15 minutes in. So if you're like, "Aha, this is funny," but then when it happened like 2 hours in, you could sense the audience being like, "Fuck you, kid!" Like it was not. And Taylor said he completely. I'm not sure Kirkland. Did you block him out? I could hear him all the time, but I was fine because I wasn't enjoying the movie, so I wasn't. And I've said before, I have no problem going up and talking to somebody, but I can't go up and be like, hey kid, I'm trying to watch Ethan Hunt. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta take this. I'm not gonna be this guy. And you can't talk to the dad either because you don't know how he's gonna react. If like, you tell me how to raise my son, like I didn't want to do it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and listen to this kid. Yeah, I'm gonna just hear him like, oh, the plane. But did you hear it all, Kirkland?
I was on the far left, like I
Okay.
was at the end, so I could like in the loud moments, but not really. I could hear him shuffling like when he was escorting him out when when he needed to get
And
to breathe
again-
or whatever he was doing.
Yeah, and even that, it's like when I go to Minions and some kid has to use the washroom, one of the children, I'm like, okay, sure, but like, do I want to watch? If it's a movie I'm gonna see, do I want to be in the theater like that? Like, it's just like, and especially 3 hours, but.
Yeah, and it's like an action movie, but like a 3-hour long action movie with like a lot of exposition around the entity. Like it just seemed like, I don't know, not the type of film. Yeah,
That's why the grandfather side, he wanted to see that. He was really excited to see it, and he didn't know that his son was bringing his grandson. He's like, fuck.
Yeah. Or they pitched it as like, oh, you're my dad, and it's me, and I'll bring my son, like a whole like father, son, grandfather thing. But it's like, it's not the time, you know.
He's like,
But-
I've been waiting for this movie for 25 years.
Yeah. There's your PSA for the night. But yeah, this is tons of fun. Good to catch up and some good laughs. We got a couple new audio clips we'll be introducing now. Thanks to some conversations. But yeah, we'll be. I think in June the next one is going to be a movie night where we're gonna watch a bad movie on Netflix. We're gonna try and, like I said, find a movie that's on Canada, America, and something that works out. So we'll find a way for Netflix and Fail to pick something good to watch. But yeah, no, everyone have a good week. Thank you all always for joining. It's always fun catching up. And then yeah, we'll talk about June and then soon July. I'm very excited for the post like Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four after 9. That's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be some good conversations. So, but yeah, everybody have a good weekend. It was good talking to you guys.
Good to see you all.
See ya.
Bye.